Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hardly Hero. How is my favorite player doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah. I'm ready to try and save Muton from the perils of his own mistakes.
Now, before we do that, are you sure you don't want to just turn this into a solo campaign?
Well, here's the thing I've been thinking about, okay? Let's say, this is I was posting this in chat earlier. Let's say hypothetically Luther's got a plan to save Pigeon, and we estimate that it's a 5% chance of success and a 95% chance of death. As players, we might be tempted to take that chance because he's a PC and we want the campaign to continue.
Yeah.
But as an individual on an RP level, I don't think there's many people that would go on a suicide mission like that when they could walk away.
Yeah.
So I think that I think I'm committed to the character to an extent that it might still be end of the campaign, but I think if it's like purely, if all hope is lost and there's no way it's ever going to work, I actually think I'd rather let Luther and Eraser walk away and live than I would just suicide into a 99% chance of death, you know?
You didn't suicide for Lemon.
No.
And Pigeon
Bit different.
means more,
he is family, yeah. He is family. And, you know, relations between Pigeon and Luther have always been pretty good, but they're probably at a bit of a low at the moment.
Oh, he did just do that shit.
He fucked me over in this town specifically. And as we were leaving Shacklebrook as well, he almost fucked us over by just being too like risk-taking, right? Like by trying to spy on the family and threatening those kids. And remember they approached us on the way out and we had to kind of like lie, which was fine. It was fine. But I'm just saying that like that, I don't know where the number is. It's probably like 20% chance of death. Lower than that, maybe. I think maybe I'd have to think about it. But anyway, the goal is to save Pigeon. I don't want to. I don't want to kind of get people away from that.
All right, we're
so
here
I've got
to
a few
Pigeon.
things that I want to ask you about. And just a reminder to set the scene. We are in the camp outside Thornwood by the tree that the plan was to that Pigeon was going to zip wire over the walls to that tree, remember? That's where the camp was like, I think it was like 50 yards away from there, away from that tree. I'm talking to Eraser there. So a couple of things that I want to ask about. And I'm asking about these, Neil, in the context of the campaign is about to be over, so maybe there's a little bit more leniency than you might otherwise grant. So the first thing I want to ask about, I can't remember if I've seen this somewhere before. If I had someone who could give me such a thing, I appreciate Luther wouldn't be able to find this on his own. Is there such thing as like smelling salts? Like something that could get someone back from unconsciousness? Not to fight, not to run, but at least to walk for a brief period of time. Like, is there something that I could get that I could put to his nose, get him to his feet for 15 minutes and walk him out of a room?
Not if he's at negatives, right? If he was simply unconscious, just like asleep or lightly knocked out, then something like smelling salts could definitely do that. But when you're at that level of negative, you know, it's like, you know, you've been shot 12 times, you've just been pulled off the ER table, and the doctors are standing over you being like, well, we don't know if he's going to make it. Yeah.
And Luther doesn't know. What was Pigeon's negative HP? Are you willing to remind me?
It says -1 on his character sheet right now, but I don't remember. I don't think that's true. I think that's what he got knocked down to, and then it probably took a couple rounds for them to patch him.
It's been 1 day currently.
Yeah.
So he's maybe at -2. So actually the timing on that could work out. Something you said at the end of the last episode, which sounded like something you'd already kind of thought about and decided, was that his life expectancy when he wakes up is pretty short. Is that something that you're willing to...
That is not anything I'm committing to. That was more of like a spitballing with you guys on sort of like what you might expect out of
because there's been
this. Yeah.
A lot of chat from Muton himself and also in the Discord. And I do have a lot of resentment for this idea, but the idea that we could go back to Stromheim, get the magic sword, and potentially try and trade it for his life. But that's like a week plus to get to Stromheim and back. At that point, my assumption is that Pigeon's been interrogated, tortured, either given up information or failed to give up information has probably been killed. So that's probably not a worthwhile option. So I'm dismissing that in my own head. I'm sort of looking to you to say, like, that's a sensible way to go about this? We kind of need to act now.
Well, I think the discussion we had at the end of the last session was sort of what your expectation would be that, like, they'll probably keep him alive if they can just to get information, and then they'll probably hang him as a spy or a thief. And, like, this is probably going to be a relatively quick process.
Is being hung for thievery standard issue?
Yeah, you in this time and place, you know, this has been a really shitty part of the world for a couple decades now. So there's just no patience or for that bullshit. So maybe you could go to Stromheim and come back, and maybe it takes them a while to regain consciousness, or maybe he's got good information and he can keep himself alive somehow. And, like, you know, you could try, but if you really want to try and save his life, like, you should probably know whether or not he's about to be killed.
Yeah, I think the other problem with that plan is there's no way of proving that the sword is magical either. Right. Like, I'm not a wizard. Presumably they don't have a wizard. So, you know, why would they take my word for it? It's a fancy looking sword, doesn't make it magical. So for those of you in chat, I'm kind of dismissing that as an option. I think I kind of have to act now. I do have a plan though. But before we get into that plan, one more thing.
Yeah.
We spoke in the past about identifying potions by tasting a little bit of them. I've got 2 potions that I don't know what they do. I actually threw cold water on that and said that in the past when I've tried this, you've always made it seem like it's basically impossible. But it was you saying that it was something that I could do as an option. So I'm bringing this up now in a matter of great, sort of a time of great stress, and saying, like, Luther's going to try and identify these potions by sniffing them and taking a little taste of them. Because the answer could be staring at me in the face here.
Right.
I've got some meta knowledge, maybe. Like, I reckon creamy, buttery yellow could be grease, which could be good for setting a building on fire, potentially. And cloudy white, the only thing that comes to mind is the one that turns you into a mist. Which, again, could be useful. Like, it could get me into the camp where he is to get him out. So I'm going to ask Eraser maybe to try this. He's the one with 17 int. I think he might have a better chance of doing it than me.
Of identifying potions?
Yeah, I reckon it comes down to int. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, well, I am reading what else it would come down to right now to review what it specifically says about identifying potions, because that all of a sudden is very important.
And if he gets a little bit sick, it's probably okay, since I'm going to be the one doing the job anyway.
I'm quoting the 2nd edition DMG, originally published in the late 80s, updated in the early 90s. As a general rule, potion containers should bear no identifying marks, so player characters must sample from each container to determine the nature of the liquid inside. However, even a small taste should suffice to identify a potion in some way. Introduce different sorts of potions, both helpful and harmful, to cause difficulties in identification. In addition, the same type of potion, when created in different labs, might smell, taste, and look differently. So the DMG says it should be pretty straightforward to figure this out. I think in many past campaigns, I have tried to give some level of clue, but I think my clues have been quite opaque. So let's see what we've got. You have a couple descriptions. You said creamy yellow?
Creamy, buttery yellow. Yeah. Just the word buttery makes me think that that's grease, to be honest.
And the other one was, what was it?
Cloudy white.
Cloudy white. Oh my god. Sorry, my wife changed my sound settings on my PC a week ago because she was trying to get a game to work, and now my sound settings are yelling at me.
What game?
Bit Trip Runner. It's a rhythm game.
Oh, right.
It's just a really standard fucking chill. Yeah.
Talking about games, while Neil fixes his sound settings, I've just finished playing a sort of pixel art action RPG called Drover Forsaken Kin. I'm not saying that you'd enjoy it, Neil. Maybe you would. It's kind of like old Diablo 2. But I really liked it. It's kind of like gritty, classic fantasy. Took about 30 hours to complete most of it. Recommended if anyone's looking for something like that, yeah.
Okay. Fixed my sound settings so this chat won't get any sounds.
Okay.
Cloudy white. Ah. Wait, what? Cloudy white and what? Oh, okay.
Creamy, buttery yellow.
Okay. Sorry, there were 2 potions that I have labeled as cloudy and white, and one of them is a reasonable potion that you could have, and the other was a potion of stat +1, where you just drink it and you permanently gain. This is not what it is.
Imagine I was sitting on that. Yeah.
That's not what it is, but the descriptions were very similar. Okay.
Yeah, so I ask Eraser, I say, well, I've been holding on to these for a little while now. I was hoping we'd get a wizard to tell us what they did, but maybe we might need them in the next couple of days. So you think you could like feel them and smell them and taste them maybe and work out what these are?
He looks at the 2 things. This is how they say people die. Drinking random fluids that they find. What if it's not a potion? What if it's just poison?
Yeah, well, you've got a good stomach on you. One little taste's not going to kill you.
So you want to do it?
I'll do it with you, but you've got a better mind on you than me. But we can both try if you want.
Let's each take one.
Well, no. Why don't we both do? Why don't we both do each one each? So that we've got twice as much chance of working out.
Isn't that going to be just taking twice as much risk too?
Listen, if you drink this and like poison yourself and die here in front of me, then fuck it, I'd rather go with you.
He looks approvingly, reaches out an arm to clasp yours. Yeah. All right. Let's start with this. I don't know if I like the idea of drinking butter. Let's start with this other one, unless you got a better idea.
No, let's do it. Yeah, it's just dip our finger in.
Pop off the lid. Dip a finger in. Being drinking potion has a modifier of this.
The thing is here, we've got no context for like what it could be. Do you know what I mean? Like another character, like Imric doing this, for example, would have a very good chance of just being able to guess it because he knows what potions are common. Mm-hmm. But I don't think Eraser or Luther have any idea of like other than a healing potion on poison. Like, what else could it be?
Yeah, and what if it's a sort of potion that really only takes effect under certain conditions? What if it's like a potion of stone to flesh or flesh to stone?
Yeah.
Like, well, flesh to stone, what you would be able to tell maybe, but stone to flesh would be tough to tell.
Yeah, but it would also be useless, so.
Yeah. Well, you cheers your fingers together.
Yeah.
Take a little sip. And this is in your camp on the south side of the road, 50 or so yards out of Thornwood.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is weird. I need to find a way to make this effect proportional to the amount of fluid you have drunk. So, what percentage is a fingertip of like, one eye drop of a potion? If a potion is a cup, how many eyedroppers to the cup?
Well, is a cup. Is it really only a cup? I would have thought it'd be bigger than a cup. I would have thought it'd be more like 2 cups. Is it like... No. Is it like this big? Because this is 330 milliliters. A can. Or is it? I think it'd be bigger than that.
In my vision,
More like half a liter, I think.
potions are these like large things you hold in your hands. But it also, in my vision, there's something that you can drink in one go that you don't have to sit there and like. So I think maybe they're kind of thicker containers, like thicker walls, and then less fluid. I think you should be able to down it in one go.
No, that makes sense. Okay, so if it's 200, a cup is 240 milliliters. I would think the bit on the end of your finger would be less than 1 milliliter. So I think like 0.2%, I reckon. I reckon it would be. I reckon if it was half a liter, I think it would be 1 milliliter.
Well, according to unitconverters.net, there are 4,731 drops to a cup.
Oh, okay. There you
which
go.
seems like a lot.
It seems like a lot, but I mean, I guess a drop's pretty small when you think about it.
A drop is pretty small. I don't know what they're defining as a drop, but I guess it's 1/4000th of a cup. So I'm just gonna do some rounding here. You and Eraser lick this fluid off of your fingers, and then you both just sort of collapse to the ground.
Oh shit, okay. And then what? Get back up or?
You lose consciousness.
Holy fuck.
I guess there's
Hopefully
nothing to do while you're unconscious, but...
Hopefully we manage to get the lid back on and it doesn't spill on the floor before we pass out. I think we'll put the lid back on before we taste it. That's only smart.
That's a very smart thing to do. However, as you said, like, I hope that was something you did do.
17 in the Racer would have thought to do that. We can both make an int check because I feel
well, one of you can make an int check. Whoever was holding the potion. So RD2, one for Luther, 2 for Eraser. He's got it. Int check for Eraser. Did he? Actually, this is more of a wisdom check, really. This is day-to-day wisdom. Steel Team 6, Eraser, wisdom check. Not bad. 25. Okay. He corked it before you collapsed. An indeterminate amount of time later, during the daylight of some indeterminate day, you awaken.
Well, I look at Eraser's face. Does he look like he's had a day's worth of beard growth? Like, does it look like 24 hours have passed?
Now, if Eraser was a clean-shaven man and he kept clean-shaven on a daily basis, that is a fucking excellent tactic. I don't know. Give me a charisma check, because I'm sure he doesn't keep it that clean, and you've been traveling for... Yeah, he looks more or less the same.
Yeah, okay.
You don't think...
also...
Yeah.
What the... I say, what... That was just one drop. What the hell is this thing? How long have we been out?
Presently unconscious. As you're saying these things and waking up and you look at him, and maybe his drop was just a little bit bigger because Eraser is still conked out.
I sort of shake him awake. Throw a bit of water on his face. Wake up! Eraser! Get up!
He does not wake up.
Oh shit, I check his pulse.
He's alive. You can feel him breathing.
Yeah, I cork the potion and put it back in my bag.
Yeah.
That is... What? Okay, I'm now thinking that if I put that in their water supply, that could knock out the entire camp. Because that's like one drop knocked us out for some amount of time. That's crazy powerful. What even... literally don't even know what that could be. A potion of sleep? Is that a thing?
Eraser starts to wake up. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. Sounds both... I don't know how long it's been. I mean, I think it's the same day still. Can you tell from the sky how long it's been?
He looks up through the trees. I don't know. I didn't look at the sun.
I mean...
He takes a moment to get his bearings. Okay, the sun is still in the east, so it's still AM.
Okay, so it's put us... That was quick, though, so this could actually be useful if we could put it in their water supply or spike a few of their drinks, maybe.
God, it came on fast, though.
Yeah, real fast, yeah. All right.
You need to do it like as a toast or something. Get everyone to drink at once.
Yeah, yeah. Did it taste anything?
I don't know. I taste apples.
Okay, so cider, essentially.
Yeah.
All right, good job we put the cork back on, otherwise we would have spilt it.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, you cork anything as soon as you're done drinking from it so you don't slosh it. Rule number one of drunkenness is don't drop the alcohol.
Sure, all right. You ready for the next one?
No, I think we should do this one at a time. I mean, what if some ogres had walked by while we'd both been unconscious? That would have been the end of us.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it then. I hand him the bottle and I dip my finger and then hand him the bottle. For him to put the cork back in.
All right.
I taste the creamy, buttery yellow potion.
It is rancid. It is disgusting. It is foul. It tastes like some form of like rotting snake fluid, or rotting, like, you know, it's grossness. You have a very strong sensation of like retching and gagging that overcomes you.
This is not meant to be drunk then.
I'm not sure. You don't actually have to retch or gag.
No, but do I feel any effect then?
Not really.
I sort of feel it between my fingers. Is it greasy?
No, it's not particularly slippery.
I don't feel any effect. Does it smell?
I don't think there's any effect that you can feel. It smells... It kind of smells like a body that's been left in the sun for 2 days.
Oh. I mean, like, I'm trying to use my meta knowledge and I still can't work out what that would be. Is it like... I don't know, the texture of it, is it smooth? Is it one?
Oh, it's pretty smooth, yeah. And it's basically monochromatic. You know, there might be a little cloudiness of white or yellow. It may not be like perfectly homogeneous, but it's a very consistent color.
Interesting.
Kind of like if you melt butter in a pan and it's mostly the same color, but you get like, you know, some very light patterning.
This one smells disgusting and tastes even worse. I can't feel anything different though. You want to have a go?
He wrinkles his nose, dips finger in, corks it, hands the flask to you.
Yeah.
Tastes it and starts like, ugh, fucking ugh.
What
The hell is that? Who would make that?
It smells like a bloated corpse.
Who in the name of the gods would create something like this and then save it for later?
I have no idea. I mean, if you smashed it somewhere, it would make a hell of a stench. Enough to distract some guards, maybe? Oh, wait. It could be Stinking Cloud.
A potion of a cloud?
I don't say that out loud because I wouldn't know that, but it could be Stinking Cloud because that also makes you retch, right?
It does make you retch.
It's the only thing that makes sense. Is that a real potion? Potion of Stinking Cloud? Like you throw it and it makes a Stinking Cloud. I'm going to keep that. I mean, I reckon if all else fails, right, and I get cornered by the guards, maybe I could, like, throw that on the ground and hope to use it to escape, potentially. But,
why not?
All right, there's some options there. I'm going to put Stinking Cloud in brackets on that one. I reckon the other one's a potion of sleep, an intense sleep.
That's actually a brilliant idea when you're running away from an enemy to just take a potion and toss it like gently towards them but slightly to the sides. They would have to like go out of their way to catch it as like a way of bribing them. Be like, here's a potion if you divert from chasing me enough to...
I guess, yeah, but there's no proof it's a potion. It could just be. If that ever caught on as a strategy, you could just be putting funny colored liquids in.
That's true.
In bottles.
They'd have to know that you were running away with potions. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we can find a way to use that. So here's I'm reticent to explain my plan to you, Neil, in case you find some way of countering me, but I'm going to explain it to Eraser, and I'm going to trust you not to sort of work against me with this knowledge.
Of course. I'm not here to change the outcome. I'm just here to explore how it happens.
All right. So where I see it, there's two main problems here in getting Pigeon out. One is that, well, either way, I'm going to have to go in there and see what the situation is. You know, like, where is he being held? Is he alive? That kind of thing. But let's say that he's being held in that camp the Lord had out there. Probably tied up in one of those tents. Probably a guard posted on the outside. Issue is, they close the gates of the city at night. So we're going to need some way out of the city at night, which feels very difficult, especially if he's not on his feet. And secondly, and if we don't get out at night, what if they don't open the gates in the morning, right? They're going to know that he's been busted out. They're going to be looking for him. And they're going to be searching the whole city. But there is that circus in town, the traveling show. And I spent some time with the doctor there, and the doctor's assistant, she seemed quite keen on helping me. She seemed to like me quite a lot, and even explored the idea of coming back to Stromheim with us. So I'm wondering.
Wait a minute. Last time we were in this city, you were shacking up with a woman. Is this the same woman?
No, it wasn't like a romantic thing. I mean, we could use a doctor, right? We spent a fortune on doctors in back in Stromheim.
Okay.
So I was saying
Sorry,
maybe this should be work for her.
I thought you were like secretly a player somehow.
No. Well, I am secretly a player, actually. I don't actually brag about it that much. But, you know, when I'm going out back home on my own, I'm usually with a girl. That's definitely true.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that a lot in all the years I've known
you. Well, no,
you.
I keep it, like I said, I keep it to myself. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Anyway, you were talking about Pigeon's life and saving it.
In that circus, right?
Yeah.
They're all drunkards there. They're all lying around pissed all day.
Of course, circus folk.
So if Pigeon's like recovering and needs some time to get back to his feet, they've got makeup there, they've got wigs, they've got disguises. If I could get that woman to help us out, maybe we could find somewhere to stash him. You know, I could put some makeup on him, get him a wig. We could just pass him off as some drunk guy. We don't even need to leave the city, right? We could lay low there for a couple of weeks until the circus leaves, and then leave with the circus. And then once we're out of the city, then we're good. So I'm thinking like if we can't get out through the door the next day, if it's closed and they're searching, I'm thinking that's the best way. And I might have a chat with that woman beforehand and say, I'm going to try and do this thing tonight. I'm going to need a place to lay low. Like, can you find me a tent or somewhere in your camp?
Don't you think that she could make a lot more money turning you in than... Like, why would this woman put her life and the life of all of her friends and companions and whatnot on the line for you?
Well, we've got gold. I mean, that's about the only reason I can think.
Do we have enough gold to bribe an entire circus camp? Satisfactorily?
Well, we don't need the whole camp, right? Just her.
Yeah, but if they're looking for Pigeon and someone in the camp sees a random person who's not part of the circus just lying in their tent...
I guess, yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna bribe them,
lay low. Yeah, well, we've got. I mean, I got about 150 gold, and
that's actually pretty good.
I kick Pigeon's pack. Like, I know that he carries a lot of gold. I go through his shit. Does he have his coins on him?
He has 14 gold on him.
Okay, yeah. So he's not got a lot. He's got his gems though, right? Or did he have them with him?
He has one zircon. Oh, and then he's got 17 in his backpack. Did he leave you with his backpack?
I've got his backpack, yeah.
Okay, so you've got his backpack. So you've got 17 zircons in the bag, 2 topaz, 2 ambers, a Martha jewelry.
He's got that little case with all the gems, right?
Yeah. That's all here.
We've got enough coins. I mean, and how much do you have, Eraser? Like, what does he carry with him? He must have something.
Eraser carries 50 silver.
No, well, not much. Okay, so we've got hundreds of gold, though, so we do have enough money for bribes. So, because the thing is, I'm just thinking, like, there's abandoned houses there. Like, we could find somewhere to hide in an abandoned house, but given enough time, they're going to search everywhere. They're probably going to find us.
Yeah.
That's my thinking. Whereas, like, if we've got someone helping us, like, maybe there's a basement
doctor,
in a house.
right?
Yeah, we're going to need a doctor, yeah.
Okay. So if you can get him out of the camp or wherever they're holding him, and you can get him to the circus folk, and you can bribe the circus folk enough, maybe he could hide there and rest up. And then
get out of the city with them, right?
Yeah, maybe. Circus folk might be pretty good at hiding people.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And there's a lot of them, right? And they all look a bit odd and different, so it might be easier to blend in there.
Okay.
Alternatively, we could bribe a villager, like they've got a basement or something that we could hide them in. We give them 100 gold, they might do it.
It's true.
Could just as easy take our gold and give them up, though.
Now, here's a fucking crazy idea that I'm just thinking of now for the first time.
Okay, let's hear it.
What if we buy Pigeon from the people that have him prisoner?
Yeah, I thought about that. But we don't know much about the Lord there, do we? Like, what if she's sort of a, goody two-shoes type?
Well, some of them really, really are. Some of them got that self-righteous bone up their ass, which kind of I hate and kind of I respect. And then you got the types that are there for the power and they'll take a bribe, which I fucking love. But also, I think that's the reason the world's kind of shitty.
We know that these guys are struggling for money. And actually, there's a little bit more to this plan if we did want to pursue it, because everyone knows that Shacklebrook got kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
And actually, Sierra and Lemon, like that incident just happened like not that long ago in Cauldron. If I could pretend to be a representative of Shacklebrook and say, we suspect the people responsible for kidnapping Shacklebrook passed through here. Have you seen them? Give a description of Pigeon. And then they'll be like, oh, actually, he tried to rob the Lord here. We've got him in prison. Oh, well, on behalf of my Lord, here's 150 gold pieces as ransom, and we'll be taking him back to Cauldron to hang or to boil alive. Now, that could work, but
That could work.
It's a little bit conveniently timed, isn't it? That's my only concern.
My concern is that they're gonna want some symbol of Shacklebrook. We don't even have a banner. We don't have a flag. We don't have a writ. Like, I believe you could pull it off, but they might need some little bit of visual evidence.
You think you could pull something together? Like, could I go in town and get you some cloth or something, and we could make something? Or
Do I look like a seamstress?
Could we write a letter?
I've got
like what you've said. We've spoke before about forging seals in the past.
Yeah.
And you mentioned how it's impossible to forge a seal from a broken seal because once it's broken, it's impossible to get it perfect again.
Yeah.
So if this letter had already been read once before, it could have Shacklebrook's seal on it, but it's been broken, so they won't really be able to tell whether it's legit or not. But it could look vaguely legit.
Man, if I had like a couple of weeks and all the tools and a quiet place to work, maybe. And something to work off of, like something, I don't even know what the Shacklebrook seal looks like. I could make something up. Something random.
Rack your brains, because he was wearing that ring.
Yeah, but it's fucking small detail, man. You gotta... The details of this shit.
That is an option. It's the timing that's concerning for me, because it's just a bit convenient that I turn up there asking about Pigeon the next day. And if we leave it a little bit longer to make it less convenient, then they might have already hung him by then.
Yeah. maybe, let's see. Cauldron's like 60 miles away. If one of us takes the 3 horses, rides to Cauldron as fast as possible, changing horses out on the way, we could probably get there before sundown. Then maybe we could get like a flag or a cloak or a banner or something. Trade our horses and some money for 3 fresh horses. Ride back to Thornwood as fast as possible. Now, that's a long ways. I don't know if we could get there and back in a day.
Where are we going to get a banner from, though?
I don't know. They go around town. People always got banners of their lords hanging around. It would just be a little flag.
We attach it to a pole, make it, and then we come in on horseback with a...
Yeah, one of the things the locals wave in the street to show their support for the Lord, and you just swipe one of those. It wouldn't be anything fancy, but at least it would be, something. Even if it's just a horse blanket with the symbol on it.
All right, that would give it another day. It'd be a couple of days since it happened. It would be less conveniently timed.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be able to go in until probably tomorrow afternoon or evening.
Here's the thing, right? Like, Pigeon's probably better at sneaking than both of us.
Yeah.
And he tried to sneak in there just to steal a sword and got caught.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to try and sneak in and steal a whole guy and not get caught. And if he couldn't do it, I feel like my chances aren't as high. I mean, I just don't move as quietly as him.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty tempting. I mean, you could write a note, right? Like you could write a letter pretending to be Shacklebrook. We could be the 2 of us. Like I could do the talking. You could be my bodyguard. I could give you my sword. You could make you to be the protection and I'm the diplomat sort of thing.
He looks at you. He looks at him. And he's like, but we don't look the part. We don't. I mean, look at us. We look like fucking studs, man.
Yeah, but I can sort that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm good at stuff like that. I can do disguises and I can put on an act. I can make myself seem like a fancy pants guy.
Okay.
Maybe that's the way to do it. We could trade the horses. We could trade some gold. We could get hold of a banner one way or another.
Yeah, I could go, since you'd have to do the talking, I could ride. Do you have a horseback riding proficiency? I don't.
No.
What's your willpower? Mine's 11.
8.
Okay, that should be me then. I could ride to Cauldron, get there this evening, get a banner, start to make my way back, get back here by tomorrow afternoon if the horses survive.
Yeah.
We leave them, the 2 of us go in. We got a banner. You do some chit chat. We get him as a prisoner. What if they offer to escort us all the way to Cauldron?
Then I think we take the offer and we shank him on the road.
So that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah.
My only fear with this is that if we get caught, we're gonna be caught in their camp, surrounded by their people. Like if it goes south, it's gonna go south real bad, real fast.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But listen,
Shit,
you've never seen me do it.
South fast.
But I've been hankering. I was made for the stage. This thieving life. Like, it doesn't make the use of my acting abilities. Trust me, I can pull this off.
Okay.
I can play a fucking lord's right hand man. Well, not like, what would I be? I wouldn't be like, I'm not going to be a noble. I'd be sort of a, like a merchant's son or something like that, right? Like Ray's working for the Lord, smart kid.
Yeah,
ended up being some sort of errand boy for him. Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
we can say that we sort of spoke to some of the vagrants in the ruins of Misty Rapids, who said they passed through. They stayed there for a few days and they passed through.
Mm-hmm. So in the disguise proficiency, there's 3 types of disguise. To be unrecognized as who you are, that's not what you want. You want to be recognized as something else, like a servant, a monk, a party goer. You want to be recognized as some sort of diplomat or official or bannerman or associated with this guy. The third type is to be recognized as someone specific, like the tax collector or that lord, but we're not doing that.
Yeah, it's not specific.
Okay.
And it's probably one class up, right?
Well, you are from the low-life riffraff street urchin class. The next class up is fishermen, laborers, peasants, ranchers, woodsmen, and hunters. The next class up is servants, musicians, actors, messengers, scribes. That's probably where you want to be.
That's 2 classes up. So what's the negative for going up 2 classes?
-4.
Okay.
So it would be a -4. Do you have the acting non-weapon proficiency?
I do.
That's +4. Do you have etiquette?
Nah.
Okay. It's the same culture, about the same age. You could be your own build. You could be your own gender. You can be your own race. You don't need to change your skin color. So you're at +4, -4, which is 0.
Gives me a +15. I've got reading and writing, so that probably might come into play as well. So I just need a 6, which that's easy, right? Anyone can roll a 6.
Yeah.
It's also a believable story. Like, they will have heard of Shacklebrook being kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have the banner, and we'll have the letter.
Mm-hmm.
So that should play in our favor as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, is there anything else that you're going to need to figure out or sort before you go in?
Yeah, like, I think better clothes could be useful. I'm not sure exactly what, right? Because we're traveling on the road. So we would be wearing traveling clothes and armor, which we have.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, you help me, like, how different would someone like this dress compared to us? I mean, we dress pretty well. It's not like we're in cheap clothes. There'd be no uniform, would there?
There are... So, like, there's the way that things should go in a normal, productive, stable, healthy society, like over in Drekis or something like that. Any of your emissaries or minions are going to have some, maybe not like a perfect uniform, but they're going to have some form of, like, uniform display. Maybe it's a tabard, maybe it's a flag, maybe it's like a special thing that they wear around themselves. Like, if you've got the resources, you want to make your people look as official as possible just to make all these processes smooth. Like, we often...
Yeah.
Because D&D, we want to avoid all the bullshit and all the dumb stuff, but, like, in this day and age, it's very possible to say, I'm from Lord so-and-so, and people will be like, hold on, we need to verify this because we can't quite trust your word on this. And then, like, a week passes while they verify, and then you get to, like, treat with them, and they're just like, sorry about that. We just had to make sure. And everyone's like, yeah, sometimes you got to make sure. And so you try to get your people to look as official as possible so they don't have these hiccups and these roadblocks. But we tend to push all that stuff to the side because it's not very much fun. But that's what you would expect from a normal person. Now, we're not in the good times. As we've seen on the world map, much of Arcadia is in bad shape. And these are towns that are being resettled. And the money is not really available. And so you're getting a lot more mixed clothing where, like, your bodyguard, well, you don't have a fucking uniform for everyone. He's wearing his own armor because, like, we're in Cauldron. I only have the 5 bodyguards, and I don't need them to, like, be recognizable. I just need them to be good soldiers, right? So at this point in time, you're actually in an area where there's a lot of flex on what you might expect someone like Lord Shacklebrook's minions to look like.
Also, I think it's important to note these guys need money. Like, they're trying to rebuild their keep. They're currently staying in a camp. So if somebody's saying, here's 200 gold for this guy that you're about to hang, that's a pretty attractive offer, right? Like, they could do with 200 gold. So I think one thing I will do is I'll make sure my gold is in 3 bags of 50 gold and 1 bag of 25 platinum. So I've got 4 bags. When a racer gets back, he can write the note and say, willing to offer. Is 200 gold a reasonable ransom for someone who's who's kidnapped you? That
you
actually feels pretty.
5 grand for Shacklebrook, right?
Yeah.
So 200 gold is less than 10%. It's what, like 2/5 of 10%?
But there was 5 of us, though.
Yeah.
So it'd be 200 gold per member. So the other thing I'm going to have to come up with is descriptions for me and Eraser that aren't me and Eraser.
Right.
Because I don't want to come in and just ask about Pigeon. I'm going to have to say there's 3 of them. Like, they look like this, this, and this. And then hopefully be like, oh, we actually might have that one. I wonder if in the markets in Cauldron, if maybe there is some like bits of old uniform that the guards have like, you know, replaced and sold in the market. Like maybe there's someone like selling an old tabard or something like that.
Eraser can look into that.
Maybe Eraser could pick up something like that. Yeah.
As for the price, the ransom price.
Yeah, we need to get this right.
That's a hard thing to set, right? This is that area where you don't want to overpay, but you don't want to underpay, right?
Yeah.
And determining ransom cost is very difficult. You guys said 5 grand for Lord Shacklebrook because you wanted to make sure that you could get it, and that seemed affordable. Maybe they would have paid 8, but maybe they wouldn't have paid 8, and then you would have been shit out of luck. So
I think Barbara Ann helped us come to that 5 grand number, so I'm pretty confident that 5 grand is a reasonable offer. But he's a lord, a baron, and a wizard.
Right.
From an expensive family. Like, there's no way that Pigeon is worth anywhere near that.
Of course.
Nowhere near it. In fact, I mean, 200 gold might be too much, but in the interest of, like, revenge, then, you know, maybe it's not.
That's true. Because you're not showing up as Pigeon's family trying to ransom him back. You're showing up as the Lord from Cauldron's representative being like, we are paying a bounty for his capture.
Yeah.
Which is bounty for capture is different than we are ransoming them back to you. Those are different vibes.
But actually, we don't want to come in and say we're trying to ransom him because we don't know he's there. Actually, what we're asking is, we've come through Misty Rapids. They said they would travel this way. Have you seen this person? Have you seen this group of people? And then they go, oh, actually, yeah, he attacked us 2 nights ago. He's over there. And it's like, let me see him. And then I'd be like, that's him. You know, that's the one, the skinny one with the bulging eyes. That's him. I'm authorized to give you 200 gold pieces for his return to Cauldron. So my lord can see his skin slough from his bones as he boils over the steam pit.
Well,
all right, and maybe this is a better plan than just trying to go in and kill the guards and smuggle Pigeon out.
Okay. You seem pretty satisfied with this plan.
Yeah, well, my main concern with this was, I had this plan a couple of weeks ago, but my concern was around the timing being too convenient. But I'm buoyed by the fact that you don't seem that concerned about that. And also, it's going to take another day for Eraser to get back, which means it will have been 2 to 3 days since then. So it's not that convenient. And if we're weighing up the risks, it's maybe not that much worse than the risks of trying to everything else that needs to go right to get him out. You know, clearly there's risks, but
you don't think that waiting the extra day, because he was captured, you waited a full day, and now it's the following day, right? So he's already been missing for 36 hours. You're happy to wait another 30 hours, 30-something hours.
In my view, I think that Pigeon will hold out against torture for at least a day or 2, if that's what they're doing to him. And if they were just going to hang him, he'd already be dead, right? Like, so I think if he's still alive, he's probably going to last for at least a few days. Because it doesn't really make sense for him to wake up and then immediately get killed. You know? So, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I wonder if it's worth me going in to do recon whilst Eraser goes, but I think it's probably not, because that's probably got more chance of blowing my cover if they've seen me the day before looking different. So I think best just kind of like waiting for Eraser to come back and then going from there. So I'll give him instructions to pay a visit to the market and try and, like, if you see any like fancy riding cloaks or anything that you think might sell the outfit a little bit more, then pick that up.
Now, Eraser will do that, and he'll take.
Does he have armor, by the way?
He did not bring his leather armor.
I wonder if you should maybe try and buy a chain shirt while
He
he's
doesn't
there.
have the money for the chain shirt. He's broke. He's only got 50
How
silver.
how much would a chain shirt cost? It's quite a lot, isn't it?
30 gold. It would
How much
be
are those,
the normal everyday price, so maybe like 40 in Cauldron.
How much are those zircons worth on Pigeon's character sheet? I
Like
wouldn't know.
100.
Yeah, so if he takes one of them, he could buy a chain shirt.
Now, what do you think are the chances that Pigeon wakes up? He does withstand torture, but he pisses them off enough that they just execute him. Because there's a chance.
Yeah, there's a non-zero chance. Yeah, he is
That
annoying.
if you wait for a day, and I will roll this chance, I'm going to come up with a percentage, and I'll roll it and see if they would, if this is the day that they get him or not. What do you think that percentage is going to be?
I mean, he's not stupid. It's pretty low. I would. Well, I think it's more about them than him. Is what I would think. Like, I don't think he's stupid enough to piss them off, especially if he expects that we're going to try and rescue him. Which, knowing him, he will expect us to try and mount a rescue attempt. So I think it comes down to them and how sort of like trigger happy they are for it. They also might want to know about. Oh, that way. That's the other thing. We could, if we really want to be greedy here, we could try and claim the dagger back as well. Like, we could say he stole my lord's magic dagger.
Oh.
Right? Like, then you maybe need more money. But it's another part of the story that makes it sound convincing, because it's like, my lord's magic dagger, you know?
Okay.
You reckon those gems are... How many zircons do we have worth 100 gold?
Many, but hold on. We didn't quite get to the... What do you think the percentage is on Pigeon dying in one day because you're waiting?
Well, it's up to you to determine that. I mean, I don't know.
Of course, but I'm just trying to get you to make a prediction to see where
I
we
don't know.
align, and I'm curious what you think.
Maybe somewhere between 10 and 15% a day. So like that would be cumulative for every day once he wakes up. Something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
But again, I think that comes down more to the Lord than I do. I think it comes down to Pigeon. I think he'll be attempting to coerce them into letting him go somehow. You know?
Yeah. But you're right. It is up to their personality. They could be especially patient or especially impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or easily offended. Yeah.
I think I'm going to I give one of the zircons to Eraser and say, if you can, I think buy a sword and some chainmail. Because if you're going to be posing as a god, like that's going to help sell it a bit more. This should be worth about 100 gold. So
Yeah. That you'll have to give him 2. I opened Pigeon's sheet. It's 50 GP per zircon.
okay,
Sadly.
I give him 2. How many are there?
17.
Okay, and then in another bag, I put 10. So that's 500 gold's worth of gems there.
Okay.
So what I'm going to say is, my plan is to describe the 3 of us. When they say, oh, there's one here, I'll come and view him. And I'll say, that's the one with the bulging eyes that stole my lord's dagger. If he happened to have a fine dagger with him, I can authorize a payment of 500 gold for the return of it, in addition. Because that dagger's worth 500 gold for sure. Pigeon would want me to do that.
Okay.
And it would also help us shanking the guards on the road as well if we've got that dagger, if they do want to escort us back to Cauldron, which I hope they do, because it'll be fun to fucking kill them on the road.
Okay. Well, I think we've delayed with conversation as long as we can. You're not going to go scout out Thornwood. We're just going to let Eraser hurry to Cauldron, see if he can't get an emblem or a shirt or a flag or whatever some
Something.
armor, a short sword, a sword of some kind, and then ride as hard back to Thornwood as possible.
Yeah. Swap the horses out. I do spare a thought for my horse Uber rating, which is gonna. We've already lost one horse. We already lost Sierra's horse.
Yeah.
And this might result in more horses being lost, so it's upsetting to say the least. We might even have to leave one behind because it would be weird for us to go in with 3 horses.
No, not always. You keep a pack horse. Sometimes you keep a horse to switch with. Knights would often ride their palfrey around because that was just your everyday riding horse, and they'd save their heavy war horse because you don't want to tire it out. You wanted to keep it fresh. Mongols would ride with like 10 horses each at times. So yeah, you would often carrying many horses is a thing.
Okay. Good.
10 is probably a high number, but yeah.
Maybe we can preserve the horse Uber rating.
Okay.
Uber.
Just called Nay.
Nay, yeah, could be called Nay.
All right. I'm going to make some rolls here because good old Eraser needs to make some non-proficient horseback riding checks to push these horses as fast as possible to get to Cauldron as fast as possible. So it's 60 miles. He is not a proficient horseback rider. He does have 3 horses that he's switching between, but can he like really carry them on a train very well? So 1 horseback riding, 1 non-proficient check for that. Yeah. So that's going to be a 1d20. Ooh, it's not great. 1d20 plus like 8, I think is the number we're rolling here. 14 and 8 is a 22. All right, so he can get to Cauldron without too much problem. Nice. Once he's there, he's got to see if he can find an easy and cheap and invasive way of getting himself some symbol, flag, something like that. Let's do a quick little luck check for how available something like this is going to be. We roll a 17, very available. I think that there's some peasant with a little banner hanging out their window. An Eraser is going to try and leave this same day, so he's going to swipe it as he walks by. We're just going to make a pickpockets check to see if he can't pick this pocket. 29.
Oh my god, he's doing it.
Right.
Nice.
He's definitely getting the flag without anybody noticing. Now he needs to go find some chain mail. That's a little bit harder in a place like Cauldron. So Eraser is going to try and buy it from the only people who have it. He's going to try and buy some from one of the guards, one of the like employees. He's going to need to sell him a story of why he's going to buy for 100 GP this chain shirt and sword right now because he desperately needs it. And Eraser, good old Eraser, concocts the story of his nephew has been kidnapped by bandits, and he's going to go and fight them off, and he needs some armor and a sword, and he's going to buy it from this guy for 100 GP for these 2 zircons.
That's a good story, to be fair. It's believable.
It's a decent story, but like if you got that money, there's other ways to do this. So his charisma check, it's a 23. It's a pass. The guard thinks that Eraser's an idiot and that this is just a way to make a bunch of money really quick. And his guard's going to have to pay for this shit again, but he'll sell him the sword and the armor. So those 2 zircons are gone.
Yep.
Now Eraser
you taking them off mood sheet, yeah?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Now he needs to get back. Ideally, he would change out his horses and then ride other ones back, camp overnight, and keep riding the next day.
Wait, he needs some paper, right? To write the letter.
Oh, because he was supposed to forge a letter about this, that, and the other thing. Yeah.
It's not a forged letter, it's just a letter.
Sure.
You could just go to like a message delivering place.
Yeah. Do they have... I think there's probably a messenger post in Cauldron. It's 43 miles to Stromheim. It's enough that a messenger can get there in a day. I don't know if Cauldron has enough business right now to warrant a full-fledged messenger shop, but let's try it. Let's roll a die for it. I'm rolling a d20. A 12 is not clear enough. A 17 will do. Okay, there's a messenger shop. He will ask them to fill out a letter. He'd rather do it himself. He's literate, right?
He needs to write it himself, yeah.
Yeah. So he says, I want to write a letter. Can I just use your shop? I'll pay you full fee, but I want to write it myself because it's private. And they're happy to do that. He'll make himself a nice little letter.
Okay, he's done it. That's everything. Now he just needs to get back here.
He needs to trade out the horses.
Oh, yeah.
Now, trading horses is hard because horse traders, at least if you're American, have the reputation of like used car dealership. It's a sketchy business where people are always trying to screw you over. He doesn't have very much other money. He spent most of it on the armor. He's got probably like 48 silver left.
These are good horses, though, that we've got.
Yeah.
You know?
So Eraser, knowing that time is of the essence, he's going to make them a 3-for-2 deal. Because they can't necessarily trust him, but hey, I really need these horses. I will trade you my 3 because they're tired. I've just run them all day for 2 of your fresh ones. I think that's a reasonable...
That's a
deal. Good trade. That's a trade that someone is going to probably try to accept if they can. He seems desperate, and he is desperate. But does it attract any odd attention? His charisma check is a 19. It's not great. I think Eraser does manage to get the horses, but somewhere in Cauldron, people are going to be talking about this dude who came into town, traded 3 horses for 2 horses, and bought some weapons and armor off a guy, and then like fled to the west at full speed. There's going to be some curiosity in and around Cauldron about this guy. Now, one thing we didn't roll for was random encounters. On the way back, he's going to have to spend the night in the wilderness. So we need a random encounter. Can he survive the night alone when he's exhausted? So he's just legit sleeping.
If he stays the night in Cauldron, would his horses not just be fine to run again the next day? I don't know enough about horses.
Maybe, maybe not. But if he stays the night in Cauldron, then he might not get back to Thornwood until like evening. And you guys had talked about wanting to maybe
he needs to do some running today.
Yeah, he needs to get the head start.
Yeah. Okay.
Encounter table. Ooh, that is absolutely an encounter. Master encounter table.
Much he just gets killed on the road. No.
You know, we live and die by the dice here. Tether Wilds. What's in the Tether Wilds? Could be
on the well-traveled
anything.
roads, though. And he's going quick too, you know. He's going at full pelt.
Well, this is the encounter at night while he has to make camp and sleep and rest himself. The encounter is giant ants.
Oh, fuck.
That I think come into his camp and probably think he's food and try to drag him off. He's absolutely surprised.
Jesus Christ.
I think a giant ant grabs him by the leg and just starts to drag him away. He'll probably wake up and where's his combat tab over here? Use his sword for a nice good. It's a 15 to hit. Where's my giant ant AC?
Can I roll for the giant ant?
Absolutely. Hold on though.
I'll get the giant ant off.
And you want to do it because you think your low or attack rolls will be low?
Absolutely. Yeah.
15 does not hit the giant ant. It's got that plated
number of
armored
appearing
head.
1 to 100. Holy fuck. That's got to be over a big area though.
Well, they just I think so. Yeah.
Oh shit, they got 17 AC.
Yeah, they're tough. He'll make an attack as they're dragging him. I think we would roll initiative for him and the giant ant.
Okay.
Giant ant. Why don't you roll a D10 for the giant ant? D10 plus, and Eraser will roll a D10.
fuck.
You both roll ones. You both go
Okay.
fast. Eraser takes a stab. 14 and 3 is 17 is a hit.
Nice.
Against a giant ant for...
I'll roll its 2-hit die.
Thank you. Oh, 14
It's the world's
HP.
toughest giant ant.
Well, it is 2 to 3 HP. I see how you subtly changed its HP.
Well,
by
because I'm assuming
the
it's not a
lowest.
warrior ant, right? Unless it's a
Oh.
warrior ant, and then it's got 3 HD, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then the giant ant already has him by the leg. He stabs the giant ant for 3 HP. The ant is down at 11.
Okay. Ant's attack.
The ant has him by the leg. I think it just gets its crushing damage automatically because it's holding him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So give me a D6 to Eraser's HP.
We're looking at a D6 here. Okay.
3. I'm just going to adjust his token on the overlay here.
Yeah. He's got
Minus
so much health, surely.
3. Yeah,
Oh, shit,
he's all right.
Not that good, though.
And then the sting oh, no, there's no sting. There's just one attack.
There's no sting on this. These guys, yeah. It's only worth 35 XP. I mean, Eraser should be able to kill a monster that's worth 35 XP.
Certainly. But what about when his friends show up? Yeah, there are multiple ants in this area. So next round initiative. Racer gets 7. You get 4. I think the ant is just dragging and pinching as it drags. Give me another D6 damage.
Can it pinch and drag?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got like 8 legs or something. Racer's gonna take another 6. He'll roll a natural 20, modified 23.
Oh,
Does clear
nice.
by 5. It's a crit. He'll do 2d6 damage to the giant ant, which is 6 and 5 is 11. Is exactly the amount of HP it has.
Fuck yes.
He'll drop the giant ant. The other ones will... I mean, is this food? Is this not food? Little morale check for our ants over here. Ooh, terrible morale check. They decide this is not worth it. They will drag their other ant friend back to the colony and eat him there instead of Eraser.
There you go. Nice work.
Do
you go back to sleep after an encounter like that?
I think you probably don't.
Yeah.
I think he lights some fires and stays awake all night, horrified about what might come out after him. And he will make it to you in the midday, exhausted, eyes heavy, limping on one foot, 2 horses that you don't recognize.
Yeah.
But with you.
You did it. Good job. You get the banner and get the armor and stuff and the letter?
Yeah. I got it all.
Oh, you hero. You're looking tired. You run into something on the road?
Giant ants. They tried to drag me off in the middle of the night.
All right, sit down. Let me bandage you up. I like cut up a shirt from Pigeon's backpack and like bandages leg. And then I'm gonna get out my makeup kit and kind of make him look a little bit more presentable. Do the same to myself as well, like clean us both up. Get us looking a little bit better. Make sure he gets his armor on properly, his sword, and then we're gonna have to go through the story together. So I wanted to make a little note here because we need descriptions for the other 2 people with Pigeon. So we don't know their names. So Assailant 1. This is Pigeon. I'm gonna say, how tall is Pigeon? Like 6 foot?
Yeah.
6 foot, skinny.
He's 6'3".
Oh shit, 6'3".
He's an inch taller than you.
Very tall, skinny, dark skin, bulging eyes. Okay, then there's Assailant 2. We're gonna call this Sierra, who's been captured. Yeah. Blonde hair. What is he, like 5'10"?
Sure.
Handsome. Light skinned. Okay, Assailant 3. this will be me. So we'll say short, brown skin, like a Cuban, I'll say. Is that a thing that people would say here? Like looks a Cuban?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, a Cuban looking foreign accent. Long beard. And then assailant 4, we'll say this is a racer. This is like mid-size, heavy build. Rough beard and greasy, long brown hair. Okay. And then there was also a woman captured as well. Okay. And then our story is that it's been a couple of weeks, right, since Sierra got captured. Would I have imagined that news would have traveled to them?
It's only 2 days away for most people. Well, 3 days on foot, 2 on horse, 1 if you really ride your horses. It's absolutely possible that information could have come out here, but also, you know, maybe it just didn't.
How long were we in Shacklebrook for?
Like a week.
2 weeks? Yeah. And we were in Thornwood for a day or 2. It's been about 2 weeks and a bit since we left Cauldron the last time. So I think we want to say that they made camp in the Misty Rapids, like ruins with the vagrants there for around a week, and then passed through here in the last week sometime. But that's what we expect. They passed through here in the last week sometime. Okay, so left Cauldron around 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Can you roll me, unrelated to anything that is happening right now, can you roll me a D20? High is good, low is bad. Okay.
6.
Thank you. What do you got?
Okay, I'm just finishing my notes for myself. 200 gold per individual. 500 gold pieces for magic dagger. Can I get a description of the dagger?
Yeah, you've seen it. It's
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to give a conflicting description because I don't remember what I said before. But
Okay. Well,
if I have
a
to give a new
description
one
of it.
right now, which I would prefer to do, I would say it's got like a snakeskin handle, a snakeskin wrap around the handle with a little bit of wire on the top, a octagonal pommel, decent little, not much of a crossguard at all, actually. Just a very tiny, mild one. Bit of a wide blade, not too terribly long. Clearly balanced for throwing. Yeah.
You say thin blade?
Yeah.
A short, thin blade?
Wide. Yeah. Wide, short, thin.
Wait, how can it be wide and thin? Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
wide, short, thin blade. Balanced for throwing. Okay. And I'm going to need a name for myself and my friend here. So, what would my title be? I wouldn't be noble, right? I'm not claiming to be noble. So I'm going to say my name is... His name's Wilhelm, which sounds German. So I'm going to lean into that as well and say my name is Hans. Hans. And God is... What can... Well, I asked Sierra, like, what's he want his name to... Racer, what does he want his name to be? Yosef.
Oh, that's kind of a lame name. I was thinking like...
Oh, yeah.
like Max Payne or
Max Payne.
Like Detective Fury or like Hard Cider, something cool like that.
I think we should, nothing too out there though, I think.
All right, well, what about Maximus?
Maximus, okay, that's fine. That's reasonable, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm Hans, and what would my title be here? Just like a bannerman? No, that would imply like...
Well, bannerman's a big term, right? That just means like you owe fealty to this dude.
Yeah.
But you want
like,
something
I think
more
I want to be like,
specific, right?
not a servant, not a chancellor, not really a diplomat, but something in that realm.
Are you gonna act like you can fight, or are you acting like I'm the bodyguard that is here to protect you?
You're the bodyguard, and maybe I can fight, maybe I can't, but certainly not. I'm not a legendary fighter or anything like that.
Right, but you're not a warrior that he's dispatched. You're someone that he knows and trusts. Like, he's sending you because of your personality and your connection.
Yeah. Because this is a lot of gold I'm carrying for him. It needs to be someone that he trusts.
Harold?
Harold?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're his Harold.
Harold is like, yeah.
Yeah, well, you would announce him, you'd speak for him. It's a pretty close position. Usually it wouldn't be trusted with this much money, but I don't know, this day and age.
Okay, I'm going to say that I grew up in his estate in Stromheim. My parents worked for his. Okay. Like maybe my father was like the groundskeeper and my mother was a maid or something like that, and we grew up together. Because we're about the same age, me and Shacklebrook, is that right?
Yeah. What, you're in your mid-30s?
Yeah.
He's in, I think, his early 30s, so yeah, close enough.
Yeah, close enough for these guys. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to go. I look at Eraser. Does he look... He doesn't look too bad. Like, he doesn't look like he's been up all night. Well, actually, he's my guard.
Shit. Yeah.
So he takes guard duty. He has been up all night. We got attacked by giant ants last night, and he had to stay up on guard.
All right.
Okay,
well,
give me the letter.
He hands you the letter.
What's the situation with the banner? Is it just like...
it's just like a little
loose?
Flag on a stick. Yeah.
It's a flag on a stick? Okay.
Yeah, and he's just he'll carry it as you guys ride in.
And he's got his chainmail and his sword. I'm going to put my leather armor on and have my sword also in my scabbard on my side of my belt as well, right? Because we've been traveling the road. It's dangerous.
Yep. He's got an arming sword and a short sword now, and some chainmail. And he's got the flag that he's carrying, and otherwise your clothes are pretty pedestrian, well-traveled, kind of dirty.
But of a decent quality, though.
Yeah, yeah. But before you ride in, he'll turn to you and extend a hand and say, "Well, brother, we've lost literally every other member of the team.
I don't know how it's come to this.
Couple months.
Yeah.
If this is how we go out, it's been an honor."
Well, if it comes to that, I'm going to go out fighting, and I hope you do the same.
Yeah. What should we do with the Pigeon stuff? Should we leave it here for someone to find if we don't come back, or take it with us?
I think I empty his backpack out and put it into mine.
Oh, you just dump his bag into yours?
I assume he hasn't got that much stuff, yeah. You want me to add it to my character sheet?
It's too much stuff for you to add. His bag weighs 35 pounds. I'm sorry, no, his bag weighs 12 pounds. 12 pounds.
Okay, I'm just going to put Pigeon stuff on my sheet and put it as 12 pounds, yeah?
Perfect. Actually, it's just his backpack and his nice jewelry box. That's all that's in his bag, now that I'm looking at it.
So it's just the jewelry box? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, I got his jewelry box, yeah?
Yeah, 10 pounds for the jewelry box.
Okay, and Right, remember I've got, separate to my stuff, I've got 5 bags. 3 bags of 50 gold, 1 bag of 25 platinum. That's the ransom money per individual. And then I've got another bag with the 10 gems in it.
Okay.
Then that's for the 500 gold payment for the magic dagger.
That's 4 bags that you've described.
Yeah, 4 bags, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. No, it's 5 bags. No, 3 bags of 50 gold, 1 bag of 25 platinum.
Oh, the platinum,
the
yes.
bag with the gems.
You're 100% right. I forgot the platinum. Okay. It's time to go in.
All right, should we take a little break?
Absolutely.
Okay.
See you on the other side of the break. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're heading into Thornwood in the mid-afternoon.
On our horses, I think I travel a few feet ahead of, what's his name? Maximus. Maximus and Hans. I'm Hans. I'm the herald of Lord Wilhelm Shacklebrook, and this is Maximus, my god. Kel Maximus, I say to Eraser.
He shakes his head.
Maximus, okay. All right, so I'll walk. I think we travel a little bit sort of through the forest back along the road so that we don't just look like we've come out of the forest in front of the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just making notes on the calendar so I know where the players all died.
Yeah.
Okay. You go into the city. You walk through the gates. You get to the gates. The guards take a look at you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing my guard here couldn't handle. Some giant insects. Some vagrants in the ruins.
Yep. Well, welcome to Thornwood. Please stop, rest, spend your money. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much. As we walk in, I say, Maximus, just wait there for a second while I speak to these guards, and I jump off my horse and go and speak to one of the guards, not the ones on the wall, but one who's maybe just in front of the gate. Greetings there, sir. Do you answer some questions for me? Is there somewhere we can rest for the night here?
There's an inn in town. It's all right.
You tell me where it is?
He points down the road. You gotta take this past the ruins, round the corner. It's kind of near the big open center market area. You'll see it. It's the only inn. It's hard to miss. Really, there's only the one good road.
Very good, very good. You know, we're in town looking for bandits of sorts. Is there someone in charge here, perhaps a captain? Or maybe Tolwick herself that I could speak with?
Well, the lady is here. Banditry doesn't
how
really
fortuitous.
fall into her purview. That's more of my job. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm afraid it's a little bit more personal than that. I'm a representative of Lord Wilhelm Shacklebrook in Cauldron. And you may have heard that he befell some very awful circumstances these last few months.
Yeah, we heard about his little misfortune.
Well, thank Martha, my lord rests safe in his bed, and, you know, he might not sleep soundly, but at least he's well and healthy. But we're making great efforts to track down the vagrants that did this. We've captured a couple of them, and we've reason to believe that some of them may have passed through Thornwood.
Yeah, sounds probably about right. There's not a lot of road out here, and they're bandits who are looking to capture people. Well, Shirebrook is where the money's at, I suppose.
Yes, so I was hoping maybe we could speak to someone here. Maybe I have some descriptions.
What do you got?
See if they've passed through. What, if you've got a captain or someone like that, I wouldn't want to distract you from your duties.
The captain doesn't see everyone that's walking through. I'm the one on the gate all the time.
Very well, very well. Well, if you've got some time, we could talk about this.
He looks out the gate. There's no one else coming at the time. He looks inside. There's some people doing their own thing, but no one's coming by. He's like, yeah, why not? What are you looking for?
Well, I don't know what you've heard of the incident, but there was 5 of them all together, a woman and 4 gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
We've actually captured the woman, and we've captured one of the men who's given up their whereabouts and told us that they were heading east, and so that's why me and Maximus here are out looking for them. We know that they passed through the ruins of Misty Rapids, spent some time camping there. The vagrants there had seen them, although it cost me a few coins to get them to loosen their tongues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for 3 men. One of them, quite a short man, a Cuban, long beard.
Mm-hmm.
Seen anyone like that?
No, I would recognize an Akuban coming through these parts.
Okay. There's another fella, maybe about your height, heavy build, eating a bit too much, sort of shaggy beard. I guess he could have shaven that by now. Long, greasy, brown hair, smelly, kind of dressed poorly.
I could match a couple of people who come through here. It's not a particularly unique description. Not one that seemed armed or dangerous, though. But hey, I mean, who knows?
Well, these particular bandits carried out their evil deeds with words and trickery more than by the point of a sword.
Gotcha.
The last one, real tall, lanky, skinny, dark skin, kind of bulging eyes.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Really?
Definitely. Yeah, he's actually holed up in a cage right now.
What? You don't say.
Mm-hmm. Didn't see any heavy-set guys with him, though. Just on his own.
Well.
No Akubans either.
Then our search continues, but you see, I don't know if you've spent a lot of time in Cauldron, but we've got particular, should I say, festivals that we carry out there. Certain ways of punishing misdeeds. That's where the river starts. There's a big kind of
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Ah, yes, you do. Well, you see, my lord is quite concerned about how this whole matter has affected his reputation. And the folk in Cauldron, my lord and his great father in Stromheim, would very much like to bring these individuals to justice in Cauldron, if you know what I mean. We would like to see the skin melt from his bones while he screams his last. And, well, I know the recovery effort in these parts is ongoing, given everything that's happened these last few years. My lord and his family have offered quite a generous bounty for the return of these individuals. Is this something that Lady Tolwick would be open to discussing?
He is going to take a good long assessment at you. Now, this is the point in time at which I would like us to make opposed checks. However, if it's obvious by the die rolls that things aren't going well, I'm worried it might change the direction of the RP, and this guy won't be able to use cunning to trap you linguistically or, test your boundaries. So I want to find a way that you can make a roll so that the die roll is in your hands, but you don't necessarily know the outcome. And this is something that comes up every now and then in D&D, and I've come up with a way to do it. I don't know if it feels right though. Essentially, you would roll a d20, I would roll a d20, we would add them together, and then we'd wrap around. The probability works out such that it would essentially be any old d20 number. Like if I roll an 11 here, there's a 1 in 20 chance that your whatever you roll would equal any number from 1 to 20 once we start wrapping around. And that way you
What do you
wouldn't
mean by wrap
necessarily
around?
know. Well, if like the result is 21, it becomes a 1 on the die, and if it's a 25, it becomes a 5.
Oh, okay.
You know, but I feel like that's not very satisfying from your perspective because you don't know if you roll an 18 if that's good or bad.
Well,
that's
but also
kinda-
the higher I roll is still better.
Maybe if you roll a 17 and I roll a 5, then you've only got then you're getting a 2.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, the probability should work out correctly.
Yeah. I'm not questioning the probability. I guess I'm questioning how much information you can infer from your roll.
Well, I would take
believe you
your
that it's- I believe you
D20.
that-
Yeah, I would
I
add my
believe you
D20.
that it's still even.
Mm-hmm. That would determine the success or failure, and I want you to roll the die that matters for it. But I don't think that's as much fun as I would like it to be. So let's just do it, Nick. I'm gonna roll his charisma. He's making a opposed charisma check. You're gonna roll your disguise.
So it's +4 -4. Is that right? Do I get any bonus
Yes.
for my banner, my appearance?
No, I think those are the things that are what's making your disguise check the +15. You've figured out the things that you need and the personality to sway with it. You've got all the signs. You're not missing anything obvious.
Okay. How's this working? If I roll less than 21 but I beat him, what happens? And what happens if I pass but he beats me?
Yeah. I'm reading. Dastardly. So if you fail, but you fail better than him. So if he fails, then it doesn't really matter what your disguise check is. He's just bad. So
Okay.
you need, if he succeeds, you need to succeed better. If he fails, it doesn't matter if you succeed or fail unless you roll like a natural 1 or something.
Yeah. And my role here won't define my disguise role with a future person, because this isn't a question of how I look, it's how I'm acting and how I'm perceived.
Yes,
more
it's
than
how much
I look.
this person believes you are perpetrating the lie that you say you are.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't you let me just pull it all up. Get me your disguise check. It's a 30. That's a really good roll. That's gonna be hard for a person with an average charisma stat to beat.
Yeah.
Their charisma is a 9 plus 19 is a 28.
Oh, it's not enough.
It's
Holy
so
shit.
close though.
That's
He
good though,
gives-
because he's like he thinks he's got a really good read of me, you know.
Yeah. He gives you the up and down. He looks at your horse and your companion. He looks at you and he nods. He's like, yeah, this is good enough. The lady Tolwick. I can take you to see her. She's got a guy. He's in a cage in the middle of camp. Why don't you and your man come with me? And he'll wait for you to remount. He'll tell the other guards at the gate that he'll be back in 20 minutes. And
All right,
walks
I get on my
with you
horse.
guys into the middle
Come,
of
Maximus.
town.
They have one of the prisoners. I mean, one of the vagrants.
Here is a slightly better version of the same camp plan. You're coming
Okay.
up on the road like this way. These are like random trees. These are small tents that can fit people. This is her tent. I don't think you know that, but this is the tent that she was in. Here's like a little archery range. Here's a place for horses. Here's like a big meeting hall tent. And this blue mark right here, this is a makeshift wooden cage driven into the ground with a post in the middle of it that Pigeon has been tied to. It's a new thing.
How thin are the gaps between the bars? Like, I know we're not trying to bust out, but I'm wondering how difficult it would have been to get him out.
They're thin enough that a pigeon could not get through him. Like, they didn't have this cage. They made it to hold him, so it's close.
What's the door?
It's a wooden door that's been.
Okay.
Honestly, I think it's just tied with rope. Like, it's a makeshift cage. It's not the best thing in the world.
Okay.
And since he's
So
tied to a stake in the middle. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You guys can ride up on the horses. The guard will tell you, like, wait out here in this sort of area. He'll walk into the camp, get the attention of a couple of people. One of them will go into the big tent. And a few moments later, the knight in question and her elderly bodyguard will walk on out. He looks like your bodyguard, pretty tired, heavy eyes.
Wounded.
Slightly wounded, yeah. They'll come up to you. And the woman.
I come off my horse.
Oh.
Tolwick, I say as I don't take a knee or anything, but I just kind of bow my head.
She gives a single curt nod. They say you're a representative of Lord Shacklebrook.
My name is Hans. I am Lord Shacklebrook's herald. This is my guard, Maximus. I'm told, and I'm assuming this is the individual here, I say, narrowing my eyes and pointing to him, that you have one of the awful men who kidnapped my lord.
Maybe, maybe not. We have a prisoner who was breaking into my personal tent and then tried to kill my guards when they were alerted. He's not conscious yet.
Well, here is a letter from my lord. I hand it to her and I say, I am authorized to pay the sum of 200 gold pieces for the return of any of the 3 perpetrators currently on the loose. I have spoken with your guard here. It seems the heavyset stinky man and the Akuban were not found with him, but this chap here, tall, skinny, bulging eyes, dark skin, could I get a closer look at him? My lord has described him to me.
Of course. And she and the bodyguard will go this way. The one guy who met you at the gate, he's hanging around just to hear what's going on. All of you will walk up to the cage. There is Pigeon tied to a post in the middle of the cage, lying on the ground, unconscious.
I circle him and I do like a loop of him, and I crouch down and try and get a look at his face. Do you mind? I want to have a look at his eyes.
She nods. The bodyguard walks into the cage, lifts up his eyelids. His eyes are sort of lulled down.
I nod, and then I wave to the guard to sort of let him go.
Yeah, he comes back out, shuts the cage, ties it shut again.
I spit on Pigeon. This is him. This is the one. Well, like I said, I have 200 gold pieces here now for his return. My guard and I will escort him back to Cauldron, where we'll string him up in a cage above the steam hole and watch his skin melt from his bones.
This is the guy that captured Lord Shacklebrook?
One of 5. There was a group of them. 4 men and a particularly beautiful lady with a cunning tongue.
Yeah, I bet she had a cunning tongue.
The lady in question and one of the men have already been captured. There are 3 on the run. Well, perhaps 2 now.
Well, if Lord Shacklebrook intends to boil this man alive, I might want to hold on to him for a little bit. I have some questions for him.
How long has he been in this state?
A couple days.
Well, he should be back on his feet soon enough. Maximus and I would be happy to wait in town.
You don't mind waiting until we're done interrogating him?
Well, as long as you don't deprive my lord of the pleasure of seeing him boil to death, then no.
Fine. That sounds fine. I'm happy to do the king's justice or the baron's justice, as it may be. If we're going to be neighbors down the road from one another, I think it's good that we learn to work together. It'll take teamwork and cooperation to tame these wild lands.
Tolwick, there is one other matter. It's a far shot, but my lord had a weapon with him that these vagrants stole. A dagger. A throwing dagger, actually. It's of great importance to the Shacklebrook family. And if this individual were to have this item, then we would be prepared to reward you for its safe return. I can offer you the sum of 500 gold pieces in gems for the return of such an item, if you were to have it. However, I would need to inspect the thing to ensure that it is the correct one. This is a priceless family heirloom, and we will not be tricked here by false imitations. I know this is a lot of money, and my lord has put a lot of faith in me to entrust me with it, and I won't be parting with it unwisely.
This is where I'll need you to make your check. Same check for you. Now, Lady Tolwick here is Drakisian, so she has a -2 on her check because you're Eridonian, portraying an Eridonian, and she's like a little out of step with the local culture. So she is less likely to notice your disguise because of the cultural differences. The guard was not. The guard was Eridonian. So go ahead and give me another check here. Natural one.
For fuck's sake.
Her check is a 9 plus a 9 is 18 minus 2 is
she
a
fails.
17.
Maybe it's okay.
But you roll a natural one. I haven't figured out what happens when you roll a natural one, so I just need a moment here to... I think it's the money. I think she was down to hand him over, but when you're like, I've also got all this money for this dagger on hand, something in her upbringing, you know, it's probably that you've got the money and you're ready to pay for it on the spot rather than like a lengthy communication progress. There's something about this that really, you know, sends her eyes a light. Can you just make me a regular charisma check, please? Yeah, 29. That's a success. That's a good success here. Yeah. I think Lady Shacklebrook says to you, Tolwick, yes, Lady Tolwick says, dagger? Well, I don't know anything about that.
Very well. Perhaps one of the other two have it.
Now, about this gold, you said it's 200 per person of the three of these.
That's right.
Well, I would like to see that money up front before I hand over the man to you.
I look at the soldiers around me.
Yeah, there's some people in the camp that are just hanging around, like in between breaks. There's the older armed bodyguard nearby. And by now, the people that were in the big tent that were having some meeting are kind of like standing near the front, just kind of casually watching what's going on. Everyone's a little curious. There's the one guard from the front door who's right by you as well.
I look around a bit suspiciously and say, perhaps we could do this somewhere more private.
Of course. And she leads you into the big tent.
All right, yeah, we follow into the big tent.
Yeah,
and I give a nod to Maximus.
He follows you in then. It is more private, but now instead of, you know, the random low-level bodyguards that are watching from the outside, it's like 2 other knights plus her bodyguard and her. So it's her and her 3 closest advisors.
That's fine. Yeah, I just don't want to show all of that gold to the riffraff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's my concern here.
Sure.
So I unbuckle some bags from my belt. There's 4 large bags and 1 smaller bag.
Mm-hmm.
I take the first bag off, and I like I untie it and open it up,
Mm-hmm.
and then like push it over towards her,
Mm-hmm.
and then I proceed to the next. The first 3 bags have 50 gold in them.
Mm-hmm.
The 4th bag has 25 platinum. You're welcome to count it.
She nods to one of her folks who takes just 1 bag at random and counts it out, and it's 50, and they leave the others as is.
All right, once they finish counting, I like go to take them back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tie them back to my belt.
These gentlemen would like the prisoner. They say he is one of the ones who who kidnapped Lord Shacklebrook. He's willing to pay 200 gold here for the prisoner's release and return so he can be boiled alive. We've told the gentleman here, a Mr. Hans and his bodyguard Maximus, that they can have him when we're done questioning. Is there any reason the 3 of you could see why this would not be a good idea? And they all sort of take a look at you.
I stand with my shoulders back. I really try and put myself like I'm representing my lord here, a proud Eridonian lord in the presence of Dracissian knights. I'm asking for their help, but I know that this is a lot of gold.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to convey like I'm not intimidated by them, and I'm not looking down on them because they're knights and I'm not, but I'm trying to portray the proudness of my house sort of thing. You know.
She then says, the young man also claimed a 500 gold reward for a certain stolen dagger. And I'm just wondering, 2 for each of the 3, another 500. That's 1,100 gold for the return of these prisoners and dagger. That's a lot of money. Do the Shacklebrooks have pockets that deep? Or is this reaching the end of their rope?
Well, the coffers of Cauldron are continuously being worked on, but my lord's family is well provisioned. They have many good business interests in the city of Stromheim, and I'm sure you would understand, given the proud legacy of your family, that a family's name is worth its weight in platinum, and if that means liquidating some of their house's possessions in order to ensure their name is kept where it should be, then that's something they're willing to do.
She turns to the others and she starts speaking in Dracissian. Do you speak Dracissian?
No. Obviously not.
Well, I don't know what you had picked at the start of the campaign. I can't remember any of these things.
No, I don't think so.
They have a little conversation in a foreign language, which is very rude, but you know.
I did not mean to. I know that the Tolwick family has a bad reputation. I wasn't trying to reference that.
Of course not. How could you?
Yeah.
Your character doesn't even know about it.
No.
Yeah. They have a little chat. One of her knights seems to be a little upset. She calms him down. You know, gives him like a motion and a word, and he gets quiet. And then she looks back to you and says, well, there's an inn in town. Why don't you post up there? I'll send word for you when the prisoner is ready for exchange. It may be some days. We need him to come to his senses, and then we need answers from him.
Can I ask what he did?
He snuck into camp, tried to kill one of my bodyguards. He was right at my tent's front door. We assumed he was an assassin sent to kill me. He had some weapons, but no bags, no packs to squirrel away money. And as you can see, this is not exactly a source of wealth in this world.
An assassin, you say? I'm keen that you get to the bottom of this. We'd assumed that these were just some of the gang members from Stromheim getting above their station. But perhaps there is more at play here.
That's why we're a little hesitant. This might not be the man you're looking for. Kidnapping and assassination, quite different. He snuck in the middle of the night into an armed camp. He's a very brazen man, this creature. Do you have a name for him?
I shake my head.
Well, why don't we find you in the inn in some days' time?
Pardon, Kel Tolwick, but this is a lot of gold my lord is paying here, and I want to ensure that the prisoner returns to Cauldron whole.
Aren't you just going to boil him?
I note that my lord would really like the prisoner returned in a full condition so that we can watch him go from 100 to 0, so to speak. Would you perhaps mind? I know your accommodations here are not perhaps the same as one might expect in Cauldron, but I'm a simple man. I would be happy to stay in a tent if Maximus and I could stay here to keep an eye on him and just make sure that nothing untoward happens. We won't interfere with your interrogation.
That's an interesting proposal. Do you mind if I sleep on it for the night?
Of course.
Well then, she says as she makes her way to the door and kind of throws open the flap for you. I will send someone for you in the morning. You can find the inn down that road there.
I take back I make sure I got all my gold and stuff. I sort of straighten my shirt, hoist my belt up, and then I give a nod to Maximus as we walk out, and I'll spit on Pigeon again as we walk past the cage and get back on my horse and head into the town.
Yeah, you head into the town. Give me a charisma check. We don't have perception in this game, right? But we do. Give me a perception check. Sorry.
Oh.
14.
Christ.
Yeah. And Eraser should get one. The two of you. He gets a 26. So when you get to the inn, he'll tell you that after you guys left, one of their soldiers, one of their people, put his weapons and armor away, and he noticed the guy has been trailing behind you. And now that you're in the, you've dropped off your horses and you're coming into the inn, you sit down at a table. He's, points to someone who kind of poked his head in for a moment and stepped out like you were checking out a bar to see if it was the one you wanted to stay at, and then you left. He was like, I think she sent one of her people to follow us.
Not much we can do about it now. That seemed to go pretty well.
Yeah, it went pretty well, but we still don't have him. What's he going to say? Well, what if they offer him money? You think Pigeon's going to turn on us?
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I want to be there when it happens, right? So he's got some idea of what's going on. I don't think he'll turn on us, no. But if he sees us, even if he just catches a glimpse of us, he'll know that something's afoot. He'll know to play it cool. Are you messaging Mooton?
I am.
Okay. I was a little bit worried that the innkeeper was going to recognize us, but it seems like that's not happening. But I think in the interest of that, we probably won't spend too much time in the common room.
So you head back to the inn for the night.
Yes.
You and Eraser. What do you do when you get there? He said you're being a little followed. Someone was kind of keeping an eye on you.
I don't want to linger because the innkeeper, we stayed in this inn beforehand with Pigeon. I we've been on the road. A race is clearly tired anyway. Like we get something to eat and then we go get an early night.
Let's get an early night. Okay.
Yeah. I think we get one room between us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I don't go to bed at a stupidly early time. We have dinner and then.
Right. No, you go in. You've been traveling all day. It was already late, mid-afternoon by the time you got here. You grab some meals. You call it an early night. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The racer's sleeping in. You're waking up first. It's morning. It's the next day.
In the morning. Have I got a window in my room?
Yes, you do. You are on the second floor. It's a stone building. Wooden shutters open to the outside.
What can I see out of the view? Can I see the camp? Can I see the road to the inn from the camp?
Where is my... yes. Where? No, I thought it was... Sorry, I had a particular soundtrack that I wanted to play for this, but I guess it's not. You wake up, you throw open the doors. It's like a beautiful day. The birds are chirping. The town is waking up. It's ruins all over the place, but like you can see signs of construction and life returning. There's kids playing in the streets in the early morning. There's laundry being, washed and folded. Someone's herding a whole flock of ducks down the road with like a long cane in one direction. The town is coming to life.
So I sit at the window, looking out the window whilst Eraser sleeps. And I'd like to see, like, if I can see the camp where they'll see what's going on, see Pigeon's cage maybe at a distance, see if I can see any of those knights or anyone coming to our inn.
You do. You look down the road and you see in her tent, it was her and like two advisors and her old bodyguard, right? Well, you see
in the big tent.
In the big tent, yeah. You see those two advisors along with, I want to say like 10 men falling in behind them, coming down the road. Now, you don't know if they're coming to you. Maybe this is what they do every morning to the gate. Maybe this is the gate guard who's opening the gate at the... You don't know anything about unless you do.
I wake Eraser up. Wake up, I think they're coming.
He sort of stumbles. What? They're here already?
Yeah, well, I don't know. They're doing something. Get your armor on. Let's go.
He hurries. They do indeed come up to the inn, and you'll see, kind of by looking out the window from within, not like sticking your head all the way out, you'll see that 2 people of the 10 men-at-arms get left at the front. 2 hurry around to look for a back door, and like, take off at a one guy's giving them orders, like, you 2 here, you 2 back there. You 1 go over this up the road, you 1 go down the road. So 4 of the 10 get deployed. The remaining 6 plus 2 leaders come into the inn.
Well, this is concerning, but I don't think there's much choice. Like, we have to go along with it.
Okay.
So I play through in my head what could have happened. Like, Pigeon could have given a description of me. Maybe. I don't know why he would do that. I hope that whatever's got their hackles on edge, I can assuage their concerns. But once I see them coming, like, I get ready and go to leave once the race is ready and head downstairs in the inn.
Sure. You exit the door and start walking down the hallway as one of the leaders comes up the hallway towards you. He's got 2 men-at-arms behind him.
Ah, there you are.
We'll see you in the hallway. Gentlemen. I'm here on behalf of Lady Tolwick to ask for your surrender.
I look around and say, the Tolwicks have no ire with my lord's house? What's this about?
We have reason enough to believe you are not who you say you are. And we would like to you to give up your weapons and armor and come with us. If we have been mistaken, we will apologize profusely and return the 200 gold and the prisoner to Lord Shacklebrook. With
Very
our
well.
apologies for insulting you.
I take off my sword belt and hand it to him. And then I give a nod to Maximus to do the same.
Yeah. He takes off his weapons and armor. The weapons and armor will get handed to their guys behind him, and he'll motion for your backpack and whatever little belts you have around your waist. They are taking your gear.
And all my money and stuff and everything.
You have it on my honor that I will not steal it.
I should hope not. Let's get this over with then.
You'll head downstairs, see a bunch more men-at-arms and another knight, and they will, in the common room with a couple other people pressed against walls or sitting in chairs watching, they'll ask you to put your hands behind your back where they can tie them.
Is this really necessary, I say angrily, as I put my hands behind my back.
If we are in error, you will have our apologies, and we will return the 200 gold to Lord Shacklebrook. We would never...
Well, I should hope so. You are in error. This is a grave mistake you're making.
My apologies. Hands behind your back, please.
Right, yeah, I do it.
They tie you up. They bring you back to camp with them.
Be careful with my things, I say to one of the men who's carrying my stuff.
Well, I'm not sure what to do here because they bring you back to camp. You are held prisoner. You can see that Pigeon, as you're brought into camp, has awakened in his little makeshift cell outside.
Yeah.
And I think they'll just interrogate you and then execute you. If you got some last minute ploy here,
What do you mean? What's happened?
Well, you will be told that they've got reason to believe that you're not who you say you are. They're sending a writer out today to Lord Shacklebrook to verify who you are. And if the writer comes back and you're not who you say you are, then that'll be an interesting conversation. But you know that's the end.
But what's happened though? Oh, well, Moot's fucked it up. I mean, there's no escape, right?
I don't know. It's bad. It's bad. They'll toss you in the same cell as Pigeon.
And Eraser as well.
Yeah, well, let's see if MrMouton is available right now.
Oh, great. So we can all be executed together.
MrMouton says he can hop in.
Well. It'll be like 2 days for them to get a message back from Shacklebrook.
Yeah. All right, Moot is on his way.
Is there any chance, like, do they, like, pat me down for daggers or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's got to reset his PC. It's hard. Oof. Just gonna wait for him to get here.
Did you do it, Nick?
Mate, I think you fucked it somehow.
Well,
I don't know what you've done, but you fucked it.
There's some. Well, let's just wait for his cam, and then we'll do it right.
Alrighty.
What?
Let me just get some water. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I got this really great mechanical pencil that won some Japanese stationery awards. And the balance on it is amazing.
What's so great about it?
And well, you never have to re-click to push lead out. It automatically dispenses lead at a steady rate, and it turns the lead slightly every time you write, so that you're always writing with a fresh angle, so you never get that like weird. The pencil's sort of overcurved on one side.
How much did it cost?
Like $15.
Okay,
yeah, it's nicely weighted. Anyway, all right, we're here. So hello everybody. Hello Mooton. Welcome.
I don't know what's going on.
We're gonna tell Mooton's side of the story now.
Okay.
And it's a short side. You wake up one morning and you are questioned for a little bit, and you've been told, we have your companions prisoner, and they're not talking. Whoever tells us what they know first gets to live, and the rest of you get to die. And then they describe Luther and Eraser.
Oh, come on, Neil. That feels a bit on the nose, doesn't it?
Well, if they had suspicions because you rolled a natural 1 on your disguise check, and then he woke up and they're like, hey, we have your companions. They look like this. And then Pigeon told them about a few things, but he didn't. But it was a little bit of deception on their part. They assumed there might be a connection, described you to him, and he did not immediately be like, I've never seen these people in my life. And then you allowed yourself to be arrested and dragged back into camp. And
right, I didn't have much choice at that point.
That's true. And the 3 of you are tossed into this cell right here.
Hold on, this isn't bad, Nick. This is good.
This is what?
This is good.
How is this good? How is this good? I was about to get you out.
How'd you fuck it up? Natural 1?
Natural 1.
Well, yeah, but it was still working. I'm pretending to be Shacklebrook's emissary, and I have looking for the people who kidnapped him, and trying to ransom you, or buy you so we can bring you back and murder you in Cauldron.
Oh fuck! I fucked up. I fucked you.
You fuck. But Neil, they weren't meant to interrogate him without me there.
Yeah, but you rolled a natural 1 and they were a little suspicious, and so they just asked him a question early in the morning before you arrived.
You just happened to wake up that morning?
He did just happen to wake up that morning, just like Lord Shacklebrook's employees just happened to arrive that day. Coincidences do happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the 3 of you are in this tiny little cell. You just have your clothes. Everyone's hands are tied behind their backs.
Can I rope you, undo my hands?
You can. You're in the middle of a camp. There's not a dedicated person like directly staring at you, but if your hands are free, someone will.
I whisper to
eventually.
Pigeon that they're sending a messenger to Shacklebrook to confirm our story. So we've got at least 24 hours, probably more like 48. So we can wait for nightfall.
I nod. I'll whisper back. Well, we're gonna see if Shacklebrook's really an ally or not.
That's a good point. That is a good point. He is still.
They questioned me. They told me they had you guys and they were gonna kill you. And I told them about what the pitmen are doing. I told them about the lady, the princess, and I told them about her magic sword and my dagger. And I also told them that we're working with Lord Shacklebrook.
Shit.
I didn't tell him about you guys, though.
Well, you said enough to tip him off. I don't know. I tried to buy the dagger back off him. I think that might have been a mistake.
Shit.
It's alright, though. We'll wait till nightfall. Don't let them know that you can break your ties because...
Well, I can undo all of yours here. And I'll kind of I'll come over, Neil, but I'm going to do it in this way. I'm going to
put our backs together, like we're leaning on each other.
Let's just wait. Let's just wait till night. Let's just wait till night. They'll see us. Let's just wait till night.
Oh, if they're gonna see us, then yeah, fuck it. Okay. I was just gonna
Yeah.
loosen your ties.
We're in
Alright,
the
that's
middle
fine.
of their camp in the day.
Yeah.
Like they're all around us. If we wait
Alright.
for night, the door to our cage is only tied with a rope, so we
It's a
can't get out.
makeshift cage that they've built just to contain you. There's a post in the very middle of it that you've been tied to. The cage is only 5 by 5 by like, 7 or something like that. Enough room to
Do I see-
stand, but not enough room to really move around or do anything. And with the 3 of you in there, it's quite cramped.
As I get put in the cage, I look to see where they put my stuff.
They drop your stuff in this tent right next door.
Wait, let me.
The smaller of the large tents.
Okay.
Yeah. But they don't really have to go all the way to Lord Shacklebrook. In the time that you've been in this cage, they've gotten all the evidence that they need that the 3 of you
What
were
do
in
you mean?
cahoots.
What evidence?
You guys just had a pleasant little conversation. You spit on him twice as you came in, and now you're all thrown in a cage, and you're not immediately pushing him away and keeping him at a distance, but you
We're
talk
tied
to
up to a
him.
post.
I said I was whispering. I mean, I was trying to be
Yeah, I mean,
subtle.
you're-
It's obvious that talking to him
Give him
would
like
have
a
been
high check
giveaway.
or something then.
I
Because
feel
we're
like
not
that's a bit
obviously
much.
just gonna be like, we're all fucking buddy, especially if they
No,
lied
but
to him.
Well, we're all
when
tied
he
to the same-
first approached you, he spit on you a couple of times. And he's like, "This is
What a
the
weirdo.
fucker right there." He was really, had a lot of cruelty
but
towards
we're
you.
all tied to the same post. If
But
I'm
you-
who I claim I am, they wouldn't want to. Why not just wait?
I don't know if,
like it's-
I threw you in there, and then like Pigeon tried to talk to you, and you weren't like, "Get away from me, scum!" Like you weren't trying to position yourself as far away as possible.
Yeah, but I'm in shock. I mean, who's to say?
You're in shock. Yeah.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
you just wait though? Why wouldn't you wait?
Give him a goddamn roll.
You're gonna get some rolls.
I
But
even
just
said
wanna
I
call
whispered
out
it.
the things that are the
Yeah.
subtle signs of, well, things aren't all clear.
We're tied
I'm
to the
gonna
same
yell
post though. It's
out,
not like I can
I
get
got
away
a
from it.
shit. Where do I go?
Oh, I mean, you've been shitting in your pants probably for the last couple of days.
No one
Get
even
this off of me.
No, they leave you be. Oh, natural 19 on her charisma check for Kel Tolwick.
It's GG, Nick.
Watching you from the tent. She's pretty convinced the 3 of you are assassins, con men, thieves, but she still wants answers. So while the riders are out, she'll come over to one side of the little cage and look in and say, gentlemen,
This is an outrage. Let me out of here.
sir,
My lord will be furious.
sir, why don't you just tell me why you were trying to kill me? She looks at
I don't
Pigeon.
even know who you are, lady.
I didn't want to kill you, you bastard.
Why are you sneaking into my tent?
Well, I wanted your shit. I'm a thief, not a killer.
You snuck into the middle of my military camp in a city that I own, that my men guard, in the middle of the night and tried to take from my tent in the middle of my camp.
Yeah, I wanted your
You're-
magic items.
You are without a doubt the worst thief I have ever seen.
I smile.
Well, how long have you been working with your friends here?
Have I had a chance to talk to them about like
All
The
the
story?
conversations that we've had right now,
Yeah.
your
Okay.
characters have had.
These fucking bastards. These two.
Mm-hmm.
They've just been shit talking me this whole time, telling me they're bringing me back to Shacklebrook. I told them, hey, I work with Shacklebrook, you wingnut. He's not gonna do nothing to me. I'm his spy master.
I'd say smiling.
Lord Shacklebrook Spy Master is trying to steal from me.
Well, I mean, how
Which
else is he gonna get
means-
magic?
Which means that nothing he says is trustworthy, and it means you're also a spy trying to steal from me. So I do believe we will have to execute you.
No, no. My dagger is magic.
She looks to the other two others. Now, You two haven't committed any crimes against me other than impersonating.
And yet here I am tied up for no reason.
Other than impersonating a representative of a noble lord.
Of which you have no evidence.
We will get concrete evidence. I'm sure it will arrive shortly.
You
In
will
the
be
meantime,
eating your words when my lord returns with his message.
Yes, I'm
And your
sure.
guards come back here with their tails between their legs.
Yes,
Can I get my ass wiped?
I'm
You-
offering the two of you a chance to live, or at least one of you. Whichever one of you two speaks the truth
Me!
about your situation first, I will
Pick
be
me, pick
happy.
me!
Don't listen to
spare
him.
their
Let
life.
us go. You can come with me and watch him boil to death in cauldron if it pleases you.
Yeah, I work with these guys. I do.
Wink, wink.
Pick me, let me live.
Eraser, what sort of check does Eraser get not to sell out Steel Team 6?
He's a brother,
He
Neil.
wouldn't do this.
If I didn't sell them out, there's no way he would.
There's no way, right? He would.
No way.
Would Eraser rather die?
But does he actually think he's going to get spared?
That's true. Does he actually think he's going to get spared? That's a good point. I think he'll bring that up. What proof would we have that you would let anyone go under any circumstance? Here you are, taking innocent people off the streets. How could we trust your word, madam? And she pulls a glove off her right hand. She puts her hand over her heart and says, I swear upon the Lord Astaire and his son Velmontarius, God of Justice, that the
I
first
say-
among you to tell me the truth will be spared any consequences or wrath from me, be given all of your equipment back, and let go. But
Yeah,
only
I work
the
with them.
first
I work
one.
with them. These are my friends.
Maximus, you like I swore an oath to the Shacklebrooks.
Neil?
Don't betray it now just to appease some headstrong. And I didn't finish that sentence.
If she doesn't let me go, she's now broken her oath.
She
I
looks
just
at
told
you.
the truth.
Yeah. You work with them.
Oh yeah, big time.
Tell me all about it.
Oh,
Now he's gonna start lying.
they helped me get into Shacklebrook's camp once. They work with Shacklebrook's, and Shacklebrook, I got him under my thumb. We pay him, me and my boys back home, the Pitmen.
You're part of a gang called the Pitmen.
Oh
These
yeah.
two fools work for Lord Shacklebrook, who's under your thumb.
Oh yeah.
Poppycock. My lord wouldn't work with a man like this.
What are their names?
Oh,
She says to you, Pigeon.
I shrug.
I shrug.
I call them Stupid 1 and Stupid 2.
Give me your very best charisma check, Pigeon. This is not
Come
sounding
on. Now
particularly.
you need your 20. Oh,
That's
he's done
pretty
it.
good.
Ooh, Pigeon rolls a 26. That's an exceedingly good roll.
What HP is Pigeon on? By
One.
Yeah.
If you work for Lord Shacklebrook, why would these men come here under guise to arrest you? How does Lord Shacklebrook even know that you're prisoner?
Well, after I didn't come back, then they came after me because I work with them. Yeah. After I didn't come back, they came for me.
He's clearly
You work with
lying.
them.
He's clearly lying.
Yeah. I work with Lord Shacklebrook. He's under my thumb. Yeah.
And these two men he would dispatch to look for you.
Yeah. Yes.
I'd start nodding.
And you were
I'd
here
heard
under his orders to steal
Dracissians
from
were
me?
stupid, but this is something else.
I nod, yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to get your magic sword
I don't
so
have
that
a
he
magic
could make
sword.
more. Well, that's just the news I got.
And there's no way Lord Shacklebrook could make more.
I shrug.
Well, I mean, I'm just following orders, ma'am. I'm just his spy boy.
She shakes her head. I think that is a load of lies.
I work with these two. I'm telling you the truth. Belmontarius and the other guy are gonna smite you now.
Finally, you've started to see what's true and what's false.
Which is true. He should smite her.
I don't know. You were not forthcoming and honest.
I didn't tell the whole truth. I said I worked with him.
You said
I also
one
tell the
true
truth.
thing and like 10
That's right.
lies that you did not.
This man
That's for the
good
gods to
news.
figure out.
That's true.
a thief, a murderer, and a liar. Everything I told you is the truth. It's an insult to be tied here next to him. Let Maximus and myself out of this filthy cage and come with me back to Cauldron, and we can watch him die together.
Whoa,
I
I'm
think I
going
will
to
wait for my riders to return with word from Lord Shacklebrook.
I just spared us time, Nick.
Fine,
Huge big brain moment.
but
I
I will
created
be
chaos.
expecting an apology.
If I am wrong, you will have my deepest apologies.
You may be a knight, Lady Tolwick, but you are no lord.
When they were writing the note, did you tell them that they spelled the name wrong and they needed to add an E? You fool.
No, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe,
You
well,
fool.
Eraser wrote the note. Maybe he would have remembered to do it.
Oh, he wrote the note?
Yeah, Eraser wrote it.
Oh, he definitely remembered
That's a
then.
good point, Neil.
That
In check.
Neil.
In check from Eraser to put an E on the Shacklebrook.
I wouldn't even give him an in check. Of course he's going to remember. His life's at risk. I fucking remembered. He doesn't need an in check. That's crazy.
I forgot all about the spelling thing.
How would he? How?
I
Neil,
forgot
our
all
lives
about
are
it.
at
That's why I
risk.
gave him an in check because this thing
Can
happened
he have
months
an
ago.
advantage? Because that is such a crucial thing. That's like a
Well,
thing
a
that
lot
comes to
of
my
things are
mind
crucial
first.
things.
His
Yeah.
life is at risk. How could he not remember to put the only way that we know to contact him?
Well, because this wasn't a
fucking-
message to him. This was
Oh.
not
It wasn't
ever
a
supposed to be
letter
delivered to him.
Shacklebrook.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Fuck,
It
that
was just
would've been
supposed to be a
sick.
cover letter for her.
It's fucking cooked, man. It's
Yeah.
over.
We can try and break out at night though.
I think
That's our only chance
that's
now.
going to be your only chance because they
Yeah.
just leave you in here. And if you shout or cry, they just leave you here. They will give you water. They will give you some bread. But otherwise, they will leave you in this small, tiny cage to shit and piss yourself with no protection from the elements. In the
All
I'd
right.
rather go now. I'd rather go now
What's-
fighting. Than,
What's the moon like tonight, Neil?
It's a full moon tonight.
Of course.
Yeah. June 15th.
What's the weather like tonight? Hold on, Neil. Nick, we're going for overcast here.
It's the middle of June. The weather's looking pretty nice. Very light
nice
clouds, if any, mostly open, clear skies. Velthara is about to peak in the sky tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, nighttime comes.
Okay, so we whisper, Neil. I don't turn to talk to him. I just whisper. I say, our gear is in that tent there. There should be some daggers in there. We can untie our wrists. We can untie the gate. We make a run for the tent, right? We grab our weapons. We cut a hole in the top of the tent. And then we hide in the tent. We wait for them to come and run through the hole. And then we fucking stab them in the back. And then we make a run for it and hide in
No,
the
we
city.
can't do that.
Why not?
If we need to go out unnoticed, man.
There's eyes everywhere. We're gonna get seen. There's no way we're not gonna get seen.
Let me give a perception check, Neil, to see how many people are around watching. It's night now. I'm gonna
Right.
do a good look around.
Well, just like before, the
Well, I make a
old man
perception
who sits
check as
out
well.
front of her tent is there on guard, and he might doze for a moment, but he's more or less awake, watching at night. He does sleep in the morning a little bit. He sleeps in the evening a little bit, but
It's like,
there's a
Here's
guy
what I
here-
think we need to do.
Hold on, that's not all. There's more, right? There's also the people who are on like camp guard. So there's a couple of folks who will hang out and just sort of like walk around the camp throughout the night, just keeping an eye on things, pacing to keep themselves busy. Just ordinary everyday camp patrol. So there's two of them who are on watch and walking around, not in any particular order, just sort of meandering about, and then the one old guy who's watching her tent, and he's just down the way from you. And there are some torches placed out. It's also full moon. Yeah. If you guys get up, one of these people is going to see you like immediately.
Nick, I hate to do it, but I actually think we put our hands in Shacklebrook's hands. If he wanted us dead at all, he would have done it. We are a huge asset to him. I know that we didn't put the E on there, but it's enough of a clue of, hey, we got the guy who robbed your camp.
Why would he save us?
Because
How are we an asset?
will owe him one forever.
But we're not an asset. We've burnt so many bridges with the lemon and the... I don't know, man. I think we've got a chance of escaping.
I don't, because I don't.
I think
Someone's
guaranteed
gonna notice us.
We die if we wait for Shacklebrook. Guaranteed.
I think someone's gonna notice us if we get up. It's gonna be
we'll
quick.
get
The
noticed.
whole camp is gonna be alerted. There's no chance we're gonna be able to fight this entire camp when I'm on 1 HP. They're knights. What do you think?
Well, I think that we've got to, like, get it out of the camp and hide in the town. Right?
If we want to
like,
live.
what if we just sprint out of the camp?
I think we don't go for our items and we just leave.
Well, we're gonna have to hide in the town.
Yes.
The reason we need the items is we need weapons to be able to kill them if they come up on us.
I need a lockpick.
What for?
So we can get into someone's house and then hide.
Could you not like jerry rig a lockpick?
Can I, Neil?
You would need
Like,
some time to
given
fashion some
time.
tools. So you would need like a metal tool of some kind. You'd need some wood to try and carve a tool. You could, but there's also a separate chance that like it'll just break off in the lock and disable the whole lock.
Nick, the problem is if we don't have here's my thinking. If we run right now and we don't have a lockpick, the town is going to be alerted. The bells are going to be going off. No one's going to fucking answer their doors because shit's going crazy. I guess we could maybe do like a charisma check, like bang, bang, bang. It's the guards. It's so-and-so. And then they open and then we get in that way. But we don't have any weapons.
Well, we can overpower some peasants, no problem.
For sure. I agree with that. Yeah.
Well, we can wait for Shacklebrook. I think it's a really, really low chance. But maybe he actually would rather us see us melt in the geyser and we might actually get transported.
I would rather get transported, bare minimum. I have a better shot at the transport of getting us out.
If we are transported, I'm not getting boiled alive. I will die trying to escape.
For fucking sure. I say we wait for Shacklebrook. He's an interesting character, and this will be a chance for him to do something cool. And if he helps us out of this, he's in the fucking gang. He is in the gang, man. He is a brother.
Can't see it, but
if you don't want to go this way, I will easily digress and we can try and escape here. I think it's way more risky than putting our trust in someone who we know hasn't fucked us over.
let's play it out.
Okay.
Let's just think it through, right? If we escape and we run immediately to our gear, we arm ourselves with weapons and we hide, cut a hole in the tent and hide in the tent. I reckon we can do all of that in one round because it's just.
How are we gonna hide in the tent?
Well, there's got to be like tables and stuff, right? It's night.
Just a fucking tent.
Yeah, but it's a big tent though. There's got to be stuff in here. Neil, I've seen that
supply
tent. Is
Yeah, when the flap was open to throw stuff in, it's got crates of gear.
So you could hide in there.
Water. Yeah, you could. I mean, it's
there's
not a big
weapons in there?
tent. Your stuff is in there. Your weapons are in there.
So we could hide. We could cut a hole. We could hide. We wait for a couple to come in. Me and Eraser. Well, and you. We backstab them.
Surprise attack them.
Yeah. And then we make a run for it.
We can, but we're going to be running from minimum 4 people after us. I'm on 1 HP.
I mean, we are good at running, though.
We are. We can't get it. The problem is, actually, let me think. I still have a lasso, and I know where it is. There's a chance that the lasso is still there, and that we could lasso our way out because I stashed it before we did all this.
What, like just go for the wall?
We could go for the wall. I could lasso, and we could climb over. I would have to go
lasso
up
the tree, you mean? This is the most on the other side, right?
Here's what we have to do. We have to lasso, but you can't tightrope walk.
No. I could keep my rope though, and my hands are tied with and use it to zip wire. But
I think you'd get stuck in the middle.
yeah.
I could get away.
I don't know though.
Maybe.
Climbing up the walls a big ask on 1 HP.
Well, I'd have to climb up the wall, and then I'd have to take that lasso. I'd have to hit a tree and lasso that, and then I'd have to
Lassoing
fucking
a tree is
tightrope
a
walk
hard
over.
thing, though. It's
I'm not
I
getting
know
shot
it's
by the guards or anything.
This is crazy. Yeah.
You guys ever seen the excellent and classic movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
Heard of it.
You haven't seen it, Nick?
No.
Never mind then.
Do they hang?
No.
Ah,
It has a
nice.
very famous ending, though.
What happens at the end?
Well, it's a good enough
gotta watch the
film that
movie.
I'll let you just discover it on your own. It's fine.
Nick, I think it's cooler to wait for Shacklebrook, and I think we could get some info on the way there, on the way back, and then we can make our chance to escape. I think it's easier to escape from a team riding to take us from place to place than it would be from an encampment.
I also tried to identify the potions, and I think one of them is a potion of Stinking Cloud.
Oh, that's good.
So maybe if we could get to our gear, we could throw the potion of Stinking Cloud at the entrance to the tent and then make an escape out the back.
They would obviously bring our gear with us if we do go to Shacklebrook's.
Do you think?
Yeah. Our gear would get transported with us, and then we could do it then if we feel like it's going crazy.
I don't know that they'll bring our gear. I don't see why they would.
I'm just of the, well, it would be, for Shacklebrook. We're technically his prisoners. I'm
There's
just of the
nothing in my
opinion
gear
that
that I'm not asked about, really.
No, there's nothing.
Apart-
Well, I'm asked about the dagger, but I actually think it's better if I don't have it.
You already lost that, yeah.
Yeah,
By keeping that.
good. I believe in my heart that we have a better chance with Shacklebrook as a together unit. I think you and Eraser have a better chance if you... I think you have a better chance with Shacklebrook too.
But there's a good chance that we just get hung in Thornwood.
They would tell us if we're gonna get hung, and then we would do our escape shit.
Well, yeah, then it's going to be during the day, right?
Yeah. But we would be in Thornwood.
Like, I believe in our ability to be able to hide from them at night is guess what I think.
I normally would agree, but I don't think so in this town. I think it would be a matter of time. But whatever you want to do, honestly, I'm down. I got us in this situation. I'm gonna see if you can get us out. This is your episode.
Man,
So make
when
the
the
decision.
10 of them came to the inn, we should have jumped out the window, and then we could have ran to the camp and freed Pigeon, and actually all the guards would have been at the inn, and maybe we could have got him out. Well, none of them were there.
Yeah.
I think on a meta level, if we've got a TPK, I'd rather leave the blame in your hands rather than apportion it to myself by trying to escape and failing, and then you can always be like, if only we'd have waited, Shacklebrook would have saved us. So
I
think
would
maybe-
be more curious to see what Shacklebrook would do from also a meta level. of like it's one thing if we run out of here and we all get killed, you know, we've done that a million times. It's actually really interesting to see what Shacklebrook would do. And I'm more interested to know what he'd do because Neil will never tell us.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So as long as I can be like, oh yeah, you know, Shacklebrook killed us, it makes sense. You know, I hope he goes on and does great things. That's one thing. But if we run and then we never fucking know what he would have done and die, I'm gonna be pissed.
All right, fine, fuck it. We put our faith in Shacklebrook. I mean, what does a racer say, Neil? Does he have a thought? Did you put the E on the letter? I ask.
Well, I wasn't for him.
God damn it.
You fucking idiot, man.
It's not me who's an idiot. It's Luther over there. Tipped his hand. He went too far. He was like, I'll also buy that dagger for you for 500 gold. I got it
Oh,
on me.
you fucking potatoed it.
I don't say that.
I knew I was going to roll a 1 eventually. Fuck's sake.
You only had to make
always
2
the way.
checks, buddy. You only had to make 2.
I know. That's a lot of checks for me, Neil. So far, I've got a 3. No, I've got a 7, a 4, a 3, a 14, a 1, and a 15. It's a pretty good going by my
Wow,
standards.
that's so bad.
Oh, no.
That's so bad. Well, the
It's
night
fucking-
passes.
Character's
Let's
cursed.
go.
The morning comes. Today is the day an emissary from Lord Shacklebrook, or the person who went off to get a message, should return unless they're killed on the road, or you know they get there and he says, "Hold on, I want to come with you. Give me a day or so."
Nick, just wait. It's gonna be, hear me out. It's gonna be fucking, it's not gonna be Shacklebrook. It's gonna be
It's going to be
fuck.
Sierra.
It's
He'll
gonna be
ele-
Sierra.
he'll
He's gonna be the
elevated.
emissary, man.
If
Sierra
only.
walks in. We gotta
Yeah.
take these boys to Lord Shacklebrook.
That would be such an amazing twist.
We don't know what happened to him yet.
I dream that, and then I wake up thinking it was real for a second.
I tell you about my dream. It was the same one.
It's a
Same dream.
premonition,
That
man.
means it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen, man.
Oh, that music doesn't sound good, mate.
I gotta restart because I don't hear my own music.
I think you pressed the wrong track, Neil. I think it was meant to be triumphant horns.
Let it be known, if we TPK here, YouTubers, on our Patreon immediately, there is going to be new campaign ideas of maybe what we're going to do next time. So join the Patreon, YouTube or patreon.com/saveordie, and help us continue making content. Thanks.
That's right.
So I need to make a die roll here because
Yes,
Lord
there's
Shacklebrook
a
and
die
you guys
roll.
have a very interesting relationship.
Let's go.
And I don't
there's a
know
die
how to
roll.
adjudicate it on my own.
That's better than I expected, to be honest, so I'll take a die roll.
Wait,
No.
hold on.
Wait,
Pigeon
can we get-
praise to the god.
Can we get
Jexel
Jan in
again.
here and get him to roll it?
Jexel,
We cannot
Jexel,
get Jan.
please convince Lord Shacklebrook to help us.
I'm making
Nice.
a pro and con column.
Okay.
Reasons Shacklebrook might help you or hurt you. In the con column is that you kidnapped him.
Yeah, that's true.
You held him for ransom.
But
True.
we were his homies.
Pro Colin. Stockholm Syndrome.
True. We treated him well.
Treated him well. We didn't hide anything from him. We made deals.
We did. We have future deals about people who are in his dog
Well,
emporium.
In the pros, you weren't terrible to him while you kidnapped him and held him ransom. Which
I would
is
say
not terrible.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I left as Pigeon as a friend of Shacklebrook's. I
thought-
don't know if he'll feel the same, but Pigeon definitely feels like Shacklebrook's his friend, which is also why he's putting so much. We can trust him here. He's putting his
Yeah.
life on the line for him, technically.
Mm-hmm.
We owe him. That's a pro.
You owe him? Oh, like if he does this for you?
We would owe him, yeah.
We will be in his
but-
fucking debt.
He's already got Lemon and Sierra to save face.
Yeah, but you being in his debt, like anyone that he pardons and saves from death is in his debt, right? That's not necessarily a pro.
Yeah,
That's
but
just a
he
natural
believes,
consequence.
Sure, but why not just anyone? Because we were able to kidnap him and successfully ransom him.
Sure, but what have you done that puts you in his good graces so far? You said
Didn't kill
that
him?
maybe, okay, you didn't kill him, yeah. That maybe you could steal him some spell books and you could create some sort of deal like that, but that was pretty hypothetical. And he was your prisoner at that time, so he was pretty amenable.
That he needs spies if he's going to secure his hold over the county.
That's true. You
If
are
we-
potentially his source for spies.
If we get a conversation with him, I am willing to put the campaign on a year-long, we will fucking help you do whatever you want for saving our life.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we can reset the campaign as being Shacklebrook's fucking lackeys.
The fucking hardly Shacklebrook's lackeys, yeah.
So for Pro, you weren't terrible to him. You didn't kill him. You could be a source for spies in the future.
Kept to our word. Trustworthy.
What word? The ransom?
That we didn't kill him. Yeah, that we went through with the ransom.
Yeah, that's all rephrasing.
That's all the same,
You weren't
I agree.
terrible to him.
Yeah.
It's looking like a pretty.
I don't
thin
like that
pro-con
we
list.
weren't terrible to him. I like that we were good to him.
Yeah, we were good. So you need
Sure,
to rewrite
but
that.
like, you were good to him in the context of you've kidnapped him, right?
We
Like,
did a Caesar, right? It was Caesar who got taken as
It
a
was
hostage.
Caesar,
Yeah.
We did a fucking Caesar, and he can have his Caesar moment, or he could rise above it here.
Caesar notably did go and kill all the pirates.
He did, and
yeah.
I wouldn't blame him if he killed us. It would
Yeah.
be based, actually.
Okay. Well, I think that's everything in the pro con list. Maybe pro is that he's got some revenge already.
Yeah.
Another pro, Neil, in his mind could be, well, what do they know? They said they were working and doing stuff for me. Why were they here and robbing a noble lady? You know, that could be a pro of like,
True.
what have they already accomplished? I wanna
Because he
talk to
doesn't
him.
necessarily need to let us live, right? He could just say, bring them back to me, and I'll work
Correct.
it out myself.
And then we could have more of a chance there. So I'm kind of going for like maybe there's a middle ground on this die roll of where he's like, you know what? I want to talk to them to see what I'll do.
Because actually, there's nothing for him to gain by just having us executed here.
Well, there's good relations with his new neighbor, being like, yeah, these people are thieves and liars. They were trying to steal from you? Absolutely. Why don't you kill two of them? I'll kill one of them, or vice versa. We'll split it.
I agree. They can take a razor.
How does he actually feel about Lady Tolwick, though? You know, she's Drakissian.
Ooh, true.
Ooh.
Racism.
And we're
That's another
Eridonian.
pro for us. We're Eridonian.
We spoke to him about that as well, right? Like, he was pretty pro-Eridonian, anti-Drakissian takeover.
Mm-hmm.
We could be this guy's lackeys. Wizards need lackeys.
True.
Pigeon makes all the prayers of the gods.
I swear if we get out of this one, I'm gonna give up crime and I'm gonna be a good member of society.
For like the 10th time Pigeon's done this.
I'm gonna fucking give up. I'm gonna stop it, man. I'm gonna be a good guy.
It's not looking terribly
Bad.
great here. I think it's time to make a die roll. I don't think there's anything left to do.
Okay. Just roll well.
Just roll well.
Yeah, I want to know how I'm going to play out both outcomes before I roll it. That way,
Fair.
I can slow roll you appropriately in each direction.
Wait, there's two outcomes though, Neil, because there's wanting us dead and letting Tolwick do it, and wanting us dead but wanting to do it himself. And then there's also letting us go, and that might be two separate scales, because it might be the first one is like, how does he feel about Tolwick? In which case, then we might get a chance to escape on the road. And the second one is, how does he feel about us?
Yeah. This is the would he try to save your life moment. And then from there, if he does decide to or not to, then the question is how.
Yeah.
But does he desire to save your life.
He does. He fucking does.
He loves us.
He loves us.
I'm
He's
gonna
got the
roll-
syndrome bad.
I'm going to roll him 2 checks. One is how much he desires to save your life. One is how much he desires to cause you harm. And maybe we need a third check or just a modifier for like doing the right thing, like doing justice, regardless of how he may feel. Like, what is his actual affiliation for just getting rid of thieves and doing the right thing and enforcing law and order?
Didn't sound like he cared that much about that.
Didn't sound like he gave a fuck.
The party is very convinced about that. Okay. Oh, buddy. So here is his favor for the party. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I'll take it. It's not bad.
Here is his against the party. Now,
Give him a 1. We need a 1.
should we let Nick roll it?
Yeah. Let me
No.
roll. This is no, don't.
No?
I can't live with the girls.
No.
I can't
Okay.
live with the girls. Yeah.
All right, I'll roll it.
I already
would cry
fucking
if you
rolled us
fucking
into this
fucked
mess
it
to
up.
begin with.
He rolls a 1.
Yes! He loves us. I told you.
Shacklebrook!
He fucking loves us, man.
Oh my god, these dice were stacked so badly.
What did you roll for
fucking
the
loves
first
us.
dice?
He
guess
has a
9.
+4 to wanting to save your life and a +13 to wanting to kill you.
Wow.
He rolled a 16 +4 to save your life for a 20 and a 1 +13 for a 14 to kill you.
That's like
He loves us, man. I
That's like
fucking knew it.
clears by 5. Clears by 6.
It's a crit.
+13 versus +4. That's a 9. That's a 45% chance difference.
And he loves us.
He's a man who knows
doesn't wanna
good
kill you.
opportunities.
He's a man who's going to be part of the gang.
Now, his wanting to save your life, though, was only a 20. It wasn't a 21. He definitely doesn't want to see you dead. But his wanting to save your life, you know, it wasn't even a successful check.
Not even close. It was a natural 1.
This is clearly an opposed check, though, Neil.
That's what I thought.
But they're both failures. Right?
Well,
if he had
20's not a
rolled
failure,
a
right?
21 to save your life and rolled a 14 to kill you, that's a very clear outcome. This is that awkward zone where he's like, I actually really don't want to see these people dead. But also, I don't know if I want to go out of my way to save them. Like, that could be problematic.
There's
So I
probably a
think what
+1 you're
he
missing in there
says-
somewhere, though.
Okay.
High ground, maybe?
Oh, he's on. Wait, what about the elevation different? Yeah, he's in a tower.
I think the writer comes back, and the word is that Lord Shacklebrook himself and his men would like to come and review
Yes!
the prisoners before any
Yes,
decisions
man.
are made.
Yes, he's gonna come here, and Sierra's gonna come with him. I told you, it's just like my dream, Luther. Sierra's
I
gonna
don't believe these
come.
rolls.
He's gonna come, man.
All right, what the fuck are we going to say to him?
Well, I
But we
gotta
don't-
keep
we
being.
don't
I
know
gotta
this
still
right
be the
now.
Oh, probably not.
No,
What do we-
you'll
what
be
do we-
told. Lady Kel Tolwick, honorable knight that she is, she's not going to just leave you in suspense. She comes and tells you Lord Shacklebrook has said that he's going to come and take a look at you himself, and that he needs an extra 2 days to come and visit.
He's gonna be pissed that his spy master's caught up in all
I
this.
immediately change my composure and go, good. Well, I'll be expecting that apology then.
I
We might
expect an
just-
apology too.
We might just be slow rolling to your deaths. I take it you don't try to escape for the next 2 days.
No, I think we're all in on Shacklebrook.
I'm
now.
all in. I got
Time ticks by. The 19th of June comes. Madrigal,
Wait, am I getting
goddess
HP?
of hope, is rising. No, not in these conditions. Nick, I did give you 2 HP on your character token already from the 2 days that you spent while Eraser was
Yeah.
going around and one night in the inn.
Yeah.
Madrigal, the goddess of hope, rises on the night before.
Nice.
Like as you're
Perfect.
going to bed, the goddess of hope arises in the sky.
Oh, it's perfect.
Shacklebrook arrives
I say a prayer to
late
her.
the next day.
Oh, Madrigal, please,
Shacklebrook
please.
himself.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
This is so
Please get me
good.
out of this one.
That's it. Yeah.
Shacklebrook and Lady Tolwick will have a conversation within, in front of you, but not within earshot.
I
They're, like,
read
on this
lips.
road.
Lip read.
There's bodies. One of them's on a horse. Give me a lip read at let me take a look at the player's
It
handbook
wouldn't
so I
hit
can see the
then. It'd be
modifiers.
22. It's not going to hit. If you're doing
Okay.
modifiers, it's
Yeah. You can't quite figure out what they're saying. And then Lord Shacklebrook walks over to you in his splendid clothing, a nice, polished bronze scepter on a nice long oaken staff with a little tip at the bottom. To help
Perception check
support.
for Sierra?
There's no Sierra.
Oh,
Damn
no.
it. It's
No
GG.
Sierra.
New premonition's false.
Shacklebrook comes over and squats in front of your cage.
I drop to a knee and say, "My lord."
Please help us.
Well,
We have info.
Well. Look what I've got here.
Have info, sir.
We've spent time in Shirebrook.
We're gonna get you them spell books. I swear by the gods. We'll be your lackeys, man. I'm not kidding. I'll serve you for a fucking year.
You
Just
get us
get me
out
the
of
hell
this,
outta
and I'll
here.
pledge my life to you.
100%. You're in the gang, man.
Your friends were very problematic. You and your friends have been very problematic. You've
Sierra's
taken
a
my
fucking
family
moron.
for a lot of money. You embarrassed me very publicly. You killed my prisoner,
Prisoner?
Oh.
Lemon.
But that was Sierra, and we left him after that, sir. He's an idiot.
He's a fucking idiot. Yeah.
He's a fucking moron. He's out of the gang.
You should boil him.
Honestly, you should.
Do you have any friends left in the city, or is this the end of your little career?
Oh yeah, we got all
we're
the money
swimming in
still. We got
friends.
friends.
Yeah?
You know.
Do your
After
friends
what
have
you've got.
10,000 reasons to save your life?
Yeah. Yeah. I can come up with that. We got money.
You can come up
we
with
can-
10,000 gold?
Oh.
We can pay you back. Not all
I
of it
can
right
give you
away.
a magic item,
Well,
and we can pay you back.
You see, the word of a thief
got-
isn't particularly trustworthy if you don't have it on you. And he begins to stand up.
Well,
I
we've
have one. I have one. She has my dagger. It's a magic dagger.
Doesn't sound like
If
you
you
have
take-
it then.
If you take me and all my belongings, it will come with us. And then we have a long sword that we can give you, and we have about half the money. If you get us out of here, we have half of the money, and we'll get you the rest.
No, I do believe you would need to get your friends to bring me all the money before I release you. Isn't that what you did to me?
I smile.
we can't get anything from here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm afraid of.
If you take us with you, we can send a message, and we can get the money brought over. It's not going to be 10,000. We don't have it. I'm going to be honest to you. We got about
I don't know. We got
41,000 silver and 200 gold.
We could sell the lair back to the pitmen.
We could,
That's worth more than 10,000.
for sure. We'll do that. We'll sell the lair. We can come work for you full time.
We'll make an oath.
We'll make an oath. We got a whole lair. I'm not lying.
You can come with us back to Stromheim. We'll get you the 40,000 silver. We'll pledge our oath.
That's not even the amount that you ransomed me for. What happened to all that money? Did you spend it?
On the lair. It's worth more than that.
It's
no
a
one's
whole
gonna
lair.
buy your lair from you.
The pitmen.
Oh, they will. We own it. We have it like it's ours. We have the paperwork. We could turn that over to you too. You could have some place in the kingdom, and we'll pay you rent again. You see,
you let this-
Percival,
I use his last name, Neil. Can I int check for it?
Percival's last
Thing
name?
is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilhelm, listen.
Yes.
Okay.
If you let this Drakissian bitch hang us, you'll get nothing.
Percival,
Blah, blah, blah.
he bought it. He has all of the papers. We actually own the property, and it has a whole lair. We're got a skeleton pit.
I don't need a hole in the ground in the capital.
And-
I have
No,
an
no,
estate
you don't need it.
in the
We could
inner
sell
city.
him.
What
But
can we do
anyway.
for you?
That's the question.
got-
What can you do for me? You could give me twice the ransom that you asked from me. I could do that. But if you don't have the money, I don't know what you could do for me. I don't know why
And
I
it-
should risk my reputation for you, who have so far sullied it.
We can get you so much. We have a lady named Barbara
Shacklebrook,
Ann who is
listen,
currently looking
We've got-
into all of the people who are spying on you.
If you just want wealth, we've got 4,500 gold. We can get that straight away. We've got a magic sword. That's got to be worth thousands. We can get that to you. If you can get his dagger back from them, that's got to be worth another couple of thousand.
We got potions
We'll pledge
in
an
there.
oath to you. We got potions. And we can get more money. I mean, look how much money we make.
Luther was saying it's a stinking cloud potion, he thinks.
How are you supposed to get me my money?
Well, we're gonna rob people for you. I'm the
No,
best
that's
locksmith.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying I get you released from here, and then I just trust that you're gonna hand
No, no,
deliver
no,
me
no,
all
no,
of your
No,
money.
no.
Now, you send one of your knights with us. We'll go back to Stromheim.
Send
So
three.
they
Go
can
to
be
our
ambushed in the city.
No. We'll
No.
pick up our gold. We'll hand it right there. Hand it right
I will
over.
take a
You, in fact,
blood oath to you.
You can keep Pigeon. I'll go with 3 of your knights. I'll go to our lair. I'll pick up the gold. We'll come back. Then we'll make our oaths.
We know when we're beat. We want to live, man. We don't want to die. I will do a blood oath. I'll do anything. We will literally be your servants.
I have servants. Servants that
No,
I can trust.
I don't mean
Not like
servants.
us.
I mean, like, we can handle shit for you that you can't get your hands dirty in.
I cast a glance at Tolwick.
He pats the cage a couple of times and gets up.
All right.
And walks back over to Lady Tolwick.
We tried our best.
We did. Do you want a charisma check there, dude?
No, I don't want a charisma check.
No.
He kind of makes some hand motions to her, points to the big tent. The two of them walk in.
Okay, he was interested in the potions, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what he's about to propose to Lady Tolwick is not the most honorable thing. You know, and she's a lady of honor, and that's why he's got to bring it up to her straight. He tells her, look, these people are exactly who you think they are. They are thieves and murderers. They're the people who kidnapped me. They're probably trying to kill you and take all of your stuff, and if we set them free, they will do that again. The honorable and right thing to do is put them down, but these are hard times, and sometimes we need to make difficult choices. These figures are vastly wealthy, not just from the money they've stolen from me, but the other ill deeds they've done. That money sits underground in a lair in Stromheim, where it will disappear forever. If we let these people go, if we let them ransom themselves, we can get these equipment, these potions, this money. But it will mean letting them go, and it will mean letting them continue to rob and disabuse the people of the world. And I just don't know if I can live with that. You're a Drekisian. You're here on behalf of the Empire. Why
Shit.
don't you tell me what is more important? Doing the right thing or doing a good thing? And by doing a good thing, I do mean repurposing those ill-gotten goods for our own purposes. That money, 10,000 gold, half of it to you, half of it to me, that's a lot. That's enough to really finish up this town, well, get this town in a better condition. It's enough to make a difference. It's enough to hire a small army for a short while. But is it enough to let these evil men with dark hearts, or at least calloused hearts, go? And Lord Tolwick, Lady Tolwick, Kel Tolwick, you know, her family's got a deep history with siding with the wrong side, being on the betraying end of things. She's
Hold.
here.
She's also been shit on by everybody. in the fucking Wick family, and her past has caused that, and they've done the good thing for so long, and it hasn't gotten them fucking shit.
True.
Except
Just
they
wanna
have
put
a
that
whole
out there.
brand new town in Eridon.
Well, finally.
It's a shithole. It's no keep.
Shithole, yeah.
Sure, but
No magic items. They're swimming in
it's-
magic items in
it's
Druckus.
their job to rebuild it, reestablish it. It's an opportunity to show yourself and grow your position and power. I mean, the Tolwicks,
After
one of them
everything-
married into the McGarry family. They're actually doing pretty good.
Wait, no, they didn't, did they?
Weren't you engaged to Shelley Tolwick? Oh, it didn't.
No, it
No,
didn't work
though.
out. I would also like to
right.
point out that Scoria burnt their city to a
Yeah.
cinder,
Yeah.
and they didn't even get a +1 sword.
well, not
That's
this person.
fucking. That's wild.
Neil,
wild.
that's crazy. To a crisp. Just put that in your mind. Just remember that.
To a crisp.
Woo!
Deep fried
Well-
that shit. Holy fuck.
Just think about it.
You know, when I think of the Tolwick family, I think of the Japanese Americans during the Second World War who were imprisoned and then volunteered to fight in Europe and became the most decorated unit in U.S. military history. The people who had something to prove because they were looked down upon and went the extra mile to do it all. That's what I imagine the Tolwick family as, is like intensely wanting
but
to prove their spot in society.
But that desire could be to build wealth for the empire, or it could be to do the right thing. Like both
Yeah.
angles kind of fulfill that goal.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I want to change this campaign into working for Shacklebrook.
I
Please,
feel
dice.
exceedingly torn. I'm very bummed that it was a 20 and a 14, not a 21 and a 14.
Hi,
I
Graham.
don't know how to make this decision, which is why I'm slow walking you through my thought process.
+1 for love, maybe it's worked in the past.
Plus one for
There's
love.
no love. There's no love.
I love
No,
Luther.
the love between the three of us, right? Surely, Shacklebrook might see Madrigal rising in the sky as an omen here.
That this could be the moment of hope.
For
Should be
us,
a new
yeah.
Hope
hope.
that they can finally get rid of all the thieves in the world.
No. Hope
No?
that that death isn't always the answer, and sometimes forgiveness is the answer, and hope for change. Like saving a life and turning cold, calloused hearts into ripe, loving ones. Surely it is more noble to save a life than take one.
That is true.
I just want to live, man.
The real problem I see is that I think Lady Tolwick could be persuaded to let two of you go, but probably not Pigeon. And if it was Eraser that she wanted, I think the campaign could continue. But if she wants Pigeon, I don't know how we could keep going.
But Pigeon's the most useful one to Shacklebrook, probably.
Honestly.
All right, I can't make this decision on my own. I'm just gonna leave it down to a tie-breaking die roll because it's already so close in so many ways, and I could sit here for 45 minutes coming up with bullshit and just
Convince
slow
yourself
roll.
one way or the other. Yeah.
It's such an edge case.
Okay, so what's the roll? Is it just 11 or higher we live, 10 or less and we die?
I think that's it. I think that's got to be it. I
All
think
right.
that-
I've come to terms with that. I think that's fine.
I've come to terms with it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, new campaign will be sick.
You rolling it in roll 20.
I will roll it in roll 20. I would never manipulate the situation unfairly. 11 and above, Lord Shacklebrook is going to find a way. He will nudge her in the direction that there's some good to be done here with these people. And a 10 and below, he thinks that the best thing for the world would be to get rid of them. Gentlemen, this has been a fun campaign.
It's been an honor.
It's been wonderful. Here it goes. D20. It's a 15.
Yes! Let's go.
Lord Shacklebrook says to her, "Look, I think these are scum. But I think right now, we're all in this together. There's monsters, there's demons, there's little remnants of undead, there's wraiths. It's not the good guys versus the bad guys anymore. It's those who are fighting to make a better world and those that are, well, trying to destroy everything. And these criminals, these terrible people, they're out for themselves, but we can use them to make a better world. And sometimes we have to make uncomfortable alliances. Alliances with Matava. Alliances with the Knights in the North. Peace treaties with the Dwarves. It needs be done. There are greater fish to fry than these 3 folks. So why don't we take them to my castle? We'll put them in my dungeons. We'll send one of them with my knights to get wealth from the city. We'll divide that wealth between us. And then, if we need something from them, and we probably do, they'll owe us. And we'll see how best we can use that.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And she is not happy about this.
Yeah.
She thinks this is a bad idea. She thinks it's dishonorable. Lord Shacklebrook calls dibs that like 2 of these 3 at least belong to him. 1 technically belongs to her. If she'd like to kill him, she can. But he's calling dibs on all of them because like they ransomed him. And, if she wants to take it up with someone else. Yeah. If she would like to take it up with the king or the empress or something like that, she can. But he would like to see them freed. And would she please send, 10 men to guard the wagon to head back to Cauldron?
Is he getting our stuff too?
Yes.
All the gems.
Yes, baby. Yeah. He gets all the gems. Good for him.
He piles up your stuff. Go ahead.
How much do you have in your gems? And how much is an iron worth? 2 silver.
Yes.
I've got, I don't know. Let me do the math. What's 50 times 15?
750.
Yeah.
Plus. Yeah, I mean, I got like 1.3 thousand gold in gems.
So we've got about 6,500 gold just in like liquid wealth.
We're not too far off.
I think you're all going along with this. So they'll pile you into a. They'll tie your hands together. They don't have shackles, even though his name is Shacklebrook. They'll get a nice, good contingent of guards. They tie your feet together as well, so you can only move so far. So even if you do manage to untie your hands, you can't run. It's a terrible situation. They drag you back to his prison. They're going to release Eraser under the guard of a bunch of their soldiers, and they're going to say, "Bring me 10,000 gold for the, to release all these people. Your wealth, your magic weapons, your magic potions."
Does he get the dagger as well? Or does she keep that?
No, she is an honorable knight. It's his to take.
Nice.
Let's go.
He's getting a good deal, and so
he's getting a great deal.
6,500 gold plus the 2.
6 gold,
weapons.
2 magic items, some potions.
Yeah.
I'm
so
happy.
party,
All right.
how much wealth do you have? Let's get
You
down
just
to
took
it.
all of our shit, Neil,
Okay,
and
let's add it
I'm
up.
smiling.
I know this is amazing. Let's add
Okay,
it
so
up.
in the horde we've got 41,400. So I'm gonna make a note of all this, Neil. So that's 41,400 silver, and that's equal to 4,140 gold. There in silver. We've
If you
got
do gems-
5,000 iron,
Oh, sorry.
which is equal to 10,000 silver, so 1,000 gold. And we've got 300 gold, 200 gold on the character sheet. So that's another 200 gold. And then I've got on me, let's see, 155 gold. How much gold do you have on you, Pigeon?
I think Pigeon's got 13.
14.
I've got 14 gold and 9 platinum.
69 GP.
The 9
I've got 31
is
platinum. You've got 9, so
14
that's,
gold.
so that's 80 gold, right?
Yeah, you said you had 30. How much?
I've got 31.
Okay.
Yeah, let's ignore. I'm gonna add another 30 silver onto the top there. So if
Are you
I
ready
add all
for
that
the-
together, that's in liquid cash, Neil. How much did Eraser have?
40 silver.
Okay.
Keep in mind we paid monthly expenses.
Yep.
So that's 5,619 gold pieces and coins.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we get
And then
to
Gems.
all of
yeah.
my shit.
Mhm.
So it's 1,250 gold in all of my gems, but then
1,250, did you say?
Yep.
Okay.
But then we get into some jewelry. We've got 2 DV fancy necklaces. I don't have a price for.
Right. Okay.
We've got 3 DV fancy rings. Don't have a price for. We've got 1 ornate ring. We got 7 pieces of miscellaneous jewelry. We got a Martha necklace.
Okay. Let me.
And I think that's like all of our real wealth.
I've got 3 rings that I stole off some lady as well. I don't remember who though.
Who could remember? Someone you tossed down a
Yeah.
toilet.
I'm gonna just
Sure.
add that to miscellaneous jewelry. So it's 2 necklaces, 4 rings, and 10 pieces of miscellaneous jewelry.
Yep.
And a Martha necklace. 2 horses, Neil. That's 150 gold.
Well, I need.
True.
Wait. I'm still adding up the fancy jewelry and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
3 horses, Nick.
No.
2.
2.
Oh, never mind.
Your nay rating
Something
is
happened.
going down.
Oh shit, our ratings.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be back for a little bit.
No.
Okay. And the Martha necklace. Okay, I got all the necklaces.
How much is all that worth?
7,474 is the total value that we're up to.
That's not bad.
7,474 total.
Yeah. Plus
And then
a magic longsword, plus a magic dagger, plus all your potions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How
So
many
it's
potions is it?
I think 2 or 3.
potions.
Oh, it's just those 2 that you have on you?
I think so, unless there's more.
I don't have one. Eraser might have a healing potion.
Yeah, you might do actually. Neil?
Oh, hold on, I'm checking.
He's checking. Nick, it's gonna be so funny if we work for Shacklebrook for a bit, and then we finally earn our freedom, right? And we go back and someone's held up in our lair, and we gotta get him out.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, man! No, that's the skeleton pit. That's not a fucking pool.
What are you doing? My dream.
Why is potion of neutralize not poison not in the potion list? That's what it was.
When did we get
Neutralize
off?
poison and sleep.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, sleep would have been sick.
Yeah. We'll say 500 for each potion.
Nice.
Yeah, I think with the sword and the daggers, they'll call it a deal.
More than enough. Yeah, yeah.
They'll call it
Yeah,
a
but now we
deal.
need to fucking work for his ass. We need a job. We need
Like,
a job,
is he-
man.
Is he just setting us free? I think we should be left in the dungeon for a while. I think we should
Well, it'll take a little while
Time
for
skip.
Eraser to go up and get everything, and I think we should end here because I should come up with some good ideas for what Shacklebrook is going to do with you before we hop
Let's
into the next
go.
campaign.
Yeah.
So you get back to Cauldron
Next session,
over
you mean?
here. Yes. And then
XP?
this is Eraser here. XP. Oh my god, yeah, I suppose.
I mean, I need like.
I gotta turn in that gem
40,000,
XP,
so-
man.
Oh, true. We just liquidated all our wealth.
That's true, and for max value.
Yeah.
Max
Yeah.
value, man. Do you want me to delete everything off the character sheet, or you want to keep it for now?
Can you take a screenshot and save it somewhere and then delete it? All the things that we talked about, all the values, including your box that holds the gems.
2 big screenshots.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll be until the end of June is when Eraser returns to Cauldron with all the wealth.
What's the date now?
It'll be June, the last day of June, June 28th.
Let's go. I'm
That
deleting
Eraser
everything.
returns.
So like, how long are we in the dungeon for? Is what I'm asking.
You've been in the dungeon for 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah, you got there on the 22nd, thrown in there in the evening. Then you sat in there until at least the evening of the 28th. But I'll figure out what they're going to do with you on the other side of our thing. Yes, let's do some XP.
Did he have a doctor attend to me?
No, not at
so
first.
good.
Not until Eraser gets back with all the money.
Okay.
Yeah. Intentionally keeping you in underfed condition so that you're not regaining HP either. Hopefully actually trickling your HP down. But
I'm deleting my entire character sheet now.
Yeah, I'm deleting my entire
Like, I'm
character
deleting
sheet.
everything on it is what I mean. I took a picture.
Yeah. If you did the screenshots, that's good.
Yeah.
This is hot. I like deleting my entire character sheet.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wow.
It's
Feels
like it's kind of cool. It's like we get to do a new campaign, but we get to start at like level 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we giving XP for? When was the last time we played that we got XP?
I don't know. I think the last
Just do
time we
milestone
session-
here. Just fucking.
I'm not just gonna give you a level. I just
No,
probably
don't
just
give me a
leveled a
level.
few moments ago. Can't remember.
I've only just leveled. I'm 40,000 XP away.
Oh
or
yeah, I'm only at
35,000.
54,000, like
We've
55,000
got ages to go.
XP.
I
Yeah, we
mean-
got a long way to go.
I think we got XP at the end of last session.
Ooh, do I have notes? I might have notes.
Did you delete the household move?
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh no, here.
Crazy.
Okay, yeah. We did get XP for all the stuff that happened in Shirebrook.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we didn't do XP for the things that happened in Thornwood before we left. Okay, that's what I'm going to run with here.
That seems fun.
And I'm not really sure how to do this. It's a bunch of all sorts of things. There's a bunch of skills that were successful and failed. I think that the whole thing, just the whole Thornwood endeavor is probably worth like 1,000 for each person. I think that's just a nice, easy round. This is a mess.
Totally
All right.
Let me check. I think I've been giving Eraser XP along the way. What point do you level, Thieves?
Let's go. 84k.
Well, I think I might have forgotten to give Eraser a lot of XP because somehow you're ahead of him.
Oh yeah, then definitely because he was level 7 before we were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, I
he's
have him
ahead
at
of us.
level 6 right now, which is wrong.
Oh yeah, that's give him level 8.
Okay, I'm just going to set him here. Yeah, I'll adjust him. All right, you guys got your 1,000 XP?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I do believe the next chapter of Hardly Heroes begins in the next session. So congratulations on surviving, everyone. I really, really thought we were all going to die today multiple times. There was some serious luck for the party and against the party. Nick, that one on the disguise check, it was so close.
I know. It was a
Literally
really good
anything
plan.
else.
It was going to work, wasn't it?
It was.
It did work technically.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
sort
working.
of, yeah.
It was working.
Yeah, it's always going to be the one, isn't it? I needed a plan that involved rolling as little dice as possible, and I think that was
That's
it. But
classic.
sadly, it wasn't enough. It was 2 dice, which was just one too many. All right, well, we survived though. I'm pretty happy. We kind of wanted to work for Shacklebrook anyway.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever be happy about losing all of
Losing
my items
everything.
and everything,
yeah.
and then just being like, woohoo!
Yeah, I did not think that either. Well, we'll come back sometime in the future with some more Hardly Heroes. And I swear, guys, we will get them dead eventually. One day, their criminal activities will catch up with them, and we will show that, crime doesn't pay. except for the 7 levels that you've got and the lavish lifestyle you've led for years and all the alcohol and women and fine things and fun and adventures you've had along the way. Aside from all of that, what have the Romans done for us?
I got a question. Do you think Shacklebrook is going to pay back his family? Or do you think he is going to just keep this? Because he is on a huge upswing here. He got money from his fucking dad to bail his ass out. And now he's getting that money for himself and 2 magic items and fucking potions.
He's going to have to give 5k to
I don't think he's going to tell him, man. Yeah, he's going to give 5k to Tolwick. But that's still 5k to him.
Yeah. The real question is Lord Shacklebrook's alignment has sort of been up in the air. You know, he was a goody good boy. Now he's in a position of power and he's realizing that it's really hard to hold on to power and people are coming after you and people are undercutting you and people are trying to kill you. And power has a tendency to corrupt, especially when you feel like you're in danger. And is he going to shift in the I'm really doing the right thing? Or is he going to shift in the other way and slowly let his power begin to corrupt him like it has with so many powerful people in history?
I think that Shacklebrook can be the heir to Lord Song. That's my view. That's my hope for him.
Oh.
This is a Shacklebrook campaign now. We're after to help our Lord.
That's all we want. That's the win condition for this campaign now, is to see Shacklebrook Lord of Eridon.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Can we do a month time skip when we do come back? Because I'd like to get Pigeon back to full before we go out there and do antics.
Yeah, let me sort out what
Perfect.
Yeah, whatever it is, we'll find some way that makes everything reasonable. You're not going to be, hopefully, won't be thrown at 1 HP against a dragon. That'd be ridiculous.
Hopefully not.
That'd be hilarious, but yeah, let's not do that.
All right, thanks for watching.
Ciao.
All right, yeah. Good game.